safety.
The moment she stepped in,
I'm just a little bit perturbed. Stop mistreating Uncle Lou! Shitter's full. Oh, lady, how about you shut the f*** up? I'm doing LouTube, bitch!
I'm not selling my Mustang. All right. Round 2. Let's do it again. Good morning. How's everybody doing? It's Uncle Lou here. That's right. The rumors are true. 2 live streams today. Uh-oh. Luann's calling me, my daughter. Good morning, and that's Uncle Lou here. That's for Lou Jr. Yeah. Yeah, he knows it's coming. So maybe put it on his bed or something. All right. Hey, are we still on for Wednesday? What? Dang. All right. Well, maybe the Wednesday after that. Yeah. Yeah. That's all right. Well, whatever went the first Wednesday, let's do it. You'd love it. You'll have fun. Just let me know. Just let me know so I can let Grandpa know ahead of time. All right, baby. Love you. All right, bye. All right, sorry, that was my daughter. We forgot to bet again. We are taking. Well, my bet on the game is. What is my bet on the game? Over 1 goal in the first half. The comment section bet is. Well, we got to wait on it to show up. What was the comment section bet? Who'd y'all vote to win? The Netherlands? 58% say the Netherlands, so we'll live bet the Netherlands to win the first half. Those will be our 2 bets for the first half. Morocco, Netherlands, first half, Netherlands to win. Bang. All right, that means if it's tied, we lose. Y'all know that. If it's a tie, we lose. All right, the game is underway. We're a minute and a half in here. Netherlands with the ball right around midfield. Netherlands versus Morocco, the final game today in the round of 32. Germany lost earlier to Paraguay. And what was the other game before that? What was the other game? What was the early game today? Brazil and Japan. Brazil beat Japan 2-1. Yeah. That's right. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Y'all good? Everybody good? Everybody with me here? Have we hit the thumbs up yet? I'd hate to have to rage quit. Please take note of the new sticker on top of the wall. It took me a long time in between streams to take that other sticker off and put this new sticker on. Please take note. Please take note of that. Let's not forget, shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring these live streams. If you have not downloaded PrizePicks yet, what are you doing? You can play along with these games. Tons of player props and team picks on the PrizePicks app. Use the promo code HMA. The link is in the description down below. Make yourself a $5 play. You're going to get $50 instantly in lineups. It makes watching these World Cup games and any other sporting event a lot more fun. Shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring the stream today. Lou, I have a question for the call-in show. Do you use the permanent studio? Do you create a new one every time, and don't you use backstage or the green room? I don't know what you're asking about the call-in show. I don't know what you're asking. This isn't fake. Well, I don't know what you mean about what does that say? Do you use a backstage or green room? I use StreamYard for the call-in show. Is that what you're asking? I use StreamYard for the call-in show. Is that what you're asking, bud? Is that what you're asking? Anyway, shout out to PrizePicks. Got the score for you over here. No score. We got the loudmouth soup count over here. We're on number 1. No loudmouth soups during the earlier games today, but loudmouth soup count right now stands at 1. It's a feature on StreamYard. I don't use StreamYard for anything other than audio. If you watch my call-in show, this is what you see, not StreamYard. I use OBS for all my live streams. I live stream through OBS. The only thing I use StreamYard for is audio on the call-in show. That's it. Still no score, coming up on 5 minutes now into the first half. Is the puppy still passed out? Oh, no. She's roaming around in here now. Y'all okay down there? Y'all okay down there? What you doing? They're both laying on the floor right here. I don't know how you do it, but keep doing it. You don't know how I do what? There's nothing I can't do. What is Loudmouth Sue? I've got no idea what Loudmouth Sue is. No clue. I would assume it's some lady named Sue with a loud mouth, but I would just be guessing. I don't know anything about Loudmouth Sue. Morocco with the ball. Morocco's a good team. The African countries have done well in this World Cup. Senegal is really good. Morocco, Ghana has played okay. South Africa was dog shit. Little late. What's our bet for the first half? The comment section bet is Netherlands to win the first half. What is loudmouth soup? This is loudmouth soup. The more you eat, the louder your mouth gets. Don't chew on that. No, out of there. Can't chew on that. You'll be in big trouble if you chew on that. I'll drive you to the farm and leave you there. They're getting rough out here, ain't they? Netherlands down the right side, looking for some room. Can he cross? No. And it's turned over. Morocco with the ball. Boy, they are getting rough out here early in this one. Morocco was shoving people around. Finally, they called a foul. Probably should have called one on them a little. Netherlands getting rough. NFL didn't even want Sorsby. Neither did the Canadian League. Canadian League didn't want him either. 71 people watching and 27. Y'all make sure you hit the thumbs up if you hadn't already. Hopefully we get us another good game here. Me? Well, what's the matter down there? Soccer can be a brutal sport. It is rough. Germans losing on American soil is amazing to see. Yeah, this is a rough start to this game here. A lot of pushing back and forth, a lot of contact. Look at that. He pretty much hit the guy. Look at, ooh, shit. You want some, come get some, bitch. Germany hasn't been this upset since Russia 1944. Tasting good. Oh, I have a bet on 2 baseball games too. The Cubs to win and the Astros to win. I think. Yeah. And they're both losing. They're both losing 2-0. Can you translate the sticker, please? No, I don't speak Dutch, so no. I can't. I don't speak Dutch. Where did all the Europeans downplaying the U.S. smacking the shit out of Paraguay go? That's a great question. Great question. USA beat Paraguay 4-1. Germany lost to them. Pitiful. Poverty is what it is. It says, do not tell me. Oven Anaconda says that this says, don't tell me what to do. If that's what it says, then I couldn't agree more. Whatever you do, don't tell me what to do. Foul on Morocco here. What's up, Sasquatch? Now that Paraguay beat Germany, what does this mean in college football terms? Nothing. Doesn't have any effect one way or the other at all on anything college football related. Another foul. They're going to have to start handing out some yellow cards here, or this game's going to get out of control quick. We're seeing a foul on every possession now. U.S. ain't played nobody. Well, here we go with that now. They said we had a cupcake group. Help Lou kick his bookie's ass. Yeah, y'all need to get me some wins on the Pay Lou movement. We need to win some of these bets. We had a couple of pushes in the last game, but no wins. We need a win. We need Netherlands to win the first half, and we need over 1 goal in the first half. The only way to win both of those is going to be Netherlands 2-0 in the first half. Might be more Germans' genetics on the Paraguay than people think. How was the game you went to with your son? Oh, it was great. We had a great time. What's it a lifetime experience? Morocco and Netherlands got beef. It looks that way. Do they really? I mean, I don't know if they do or not, but it looks that way. It looks like they don't like each other. This game has been rough first 15 minutes. 12, 13 minutes. Morocco with the ball now, deep in their own end, pushing it up towards midfield. Mercedes-Benz is nice. Yeah, it is a really nice stadium. Not much offense yet in this game. A lot of pushing, a lot of bumping. No mercy from me, laughing at all those Germans who spent money expecting at least a semifinal run, having to settle for touring the Grand Canyon and elimination in the round of 32. Touring the Grand Canyon. It's a hole in the ground. Thanks for streaming, Lou. Down bad, sick with hand, foot, and mouth virus. What the fuck? You have is hand, foot, and mouth virus one virus, or are you saying you have 3 different viruses? One in your hand, one in your foot, and one in your mouth. Did you get it into your mouth by sticking your foot in there? Was it on your foot first, and then you chewed on your foot, and now you got mouth virus? What the fuck is hand, mouth, and hand, foot, and mouth virus? What the fuck is that? You got to get you know what you got to do? You got to get you that new hand, foot, and mouth vaccine. What you got to do? A hand, foot, and mouth vaccine will fix you up, man. It's a rash in your throat, on your hands, and on your feet. God damn. You're down bad, man. I hope that clears up. Seriously, I don't know. I've never heard of that before. But a rash in your throat sounds... That's a suicidal level of irritation, it sounds like to me. I can't imagine that. Netherlands making their way slowly down the field here. They're finally across midfield. There's been no real offensive chances in this game yet at all. Now they back it up to their own side again. Right around midfield. A lot of back and forth. All the way back to their own goalie now. A can of breakfast will cure it. Got no cans of breakfast today. All we got today is loudmouth soup. I'll have to settle for that. What's up, Lou? How far is USA making it? I don't think they'll make it past the quarterfinals, if they even get to the quarterfinals. That's the final 8. If they get to the final... Netherlands, great chance. Put it in the net. Oh, my God, man. Come on, dude. How do you not score there? I feel like the final 8 is the ceiling for the United States. If they make it to the final 8, they're probably going to have to play Spain. They're not beating Spain. Netherlands should have scored here, man. This is bad. They fucked this up royally. Netherlands should have scored there. I heard about that with Chris Johnson, man. That is terrible. He got ALS. That's horrible. Let's not mess with Berg, okay? Let's not mess with Berger. Berger's laying down up there. Another chance here for Netherlands. But it is deflected out of bounds. Hand, foot, and mouth disease. You got to get you one of them hand, foot, and mouth vaccines, but that's the only thing you can do. Hey, y'all cut that out. Into the box, nobody home. Easy catch for the keeper. Bro didn't wear his shoes or gloves. How do you protect your mouth, though? You got to get you one of them COVID masks, bud. You got to get you one of them COVID masks, bud. Then you wouldn't have that mouth disease. Did anyone hear the commentator say the police in the Netherlands issued a national warning since there's a ton of Moroccans in the Netherlands, the game could start riots or fights in Amsterdam? I didn't hear that, no. I don't doubt it, though. Soccer fans are insane. You can look it up, but soccer fans have burnt down their own stadium before out of anger. Mine is mostly on my feet and hands. I can barely walk and can't grab things. My mouth isn't terrible. Can you gargle some salt water or something? I mean, I'm not going to lie, man. It seems like you're in a bad way. I'm serious. Yeah, CPAP machine in there. Holy shit, Morocco almost scored on a header. What a fucking save. Did y'all see that? A Moroccan corner. They got their head on it. It was a laser beam. Great save by that Vubergalgen or whatever the fuck this keeper's name is. I'm not even trying to pronounce these Dutch people's names. Look at this save. Cat-like reflexes in that. I guarantee you that keeper ain't got hand, foot, and mouth disease. Look at that shit. Bang, get out of here, bitch. That's that Vubergalzen. That Vubergalzen made an amazing save there. Have you always been a soccer fan, or did your son get you into it? That's actually a good question. I was... Ooh, another laser beam from Morocco and another save. Holy shit, y'all backed the wrong side with your Netherlands bet. Morocco looks like the real fucking deal. I became a soccer fan in 2005. I was in Germany, or 2006, whatever. Anyway, they were getting ready to host the World Cup, Germany was, while I was there. And everywhere you went in Germany was nothing but soccer shit, World Cup stores, jerseys, pictures of players. It was fucking everywhere. So I watched the World Cup that year, and I've watched every World Cup since then. So that was it, I guess, 2006. My son wasn't even born until 2009. But I didn't really understand soccer because I only watched the World Cup. And I still only watch the World Cup. I don't watch club soccer or team soccer, MLS, fucking whatever, English Premier League. I don't watch that shit. I can't tell you what team any of these people play on. So I watched the World Cup every year since 2006, but I didn't really start understanding soccer in terms of like some of the strategy. I mean, I knew the basic rules and shit, but I didn't really understand the strategies or really what all went into it until my son started playing in around 2015. Soccer field is not 300 yards long. No, it's 120 yards long. Same length as a football field. Isn't that right? I think that's right. It's wider than a football field. Let's see. 115 yards long, 75 yards wide. FIFA fields, these fields, 120 yards long, 70 yards wide. Let's see if we can get the, how long, let's see. For the 26 World Cup, FIFA mandates a standardized tournament-wide size, 115 yards long, 74 yards wide. So 115 yards long, 74 yards wide. What's up, Keith? Roger, good to see y'all in here. I'll probably watch some Olympic soccer now. Yeah, it's not as exciting as the World Cup. You still get the country versus country, but it's not as exciting as the World Cup. But I do watch. So I watch the World Cup. I watch Olympic soccer. And once you really start getting into international soccer, there are some other tournaments too. They have the Euros, they call them, which is a tournament just with European teams. They have the CONCACAF, I think it's called the Gold Cup, that is just North American and South American teams. So Canada, United States, Mexico, and then all the South American teams. They have that tournament, I think, every 2 years, or every 4 years. But it's set off from the World Cup. So like the World Cup is this year. In 2028, I guess you'll have like the Euros in Europe and the CONCACAF Gold Cup in North America, South America, Canada, this, that, and the other. So you can get into that too. It's still country versus country. This is the only worldwide tournament of anywhere of this size. This is the most watched sporting event in the world, period. Yeah, those other tournaments and other games too, amongst international teams, are used for qualifying for the World Cup. New change of clothes, Lou. Yeah, I took a shower. I took a shower after the Germany game. Still no score, but Morocco has had a couple of golden opportunities. They look like the better side so far in this one. I think they had a big Euro game last year in Bilbao, Spain when I was there. I have become great at grilling chicken, says Hogman. Hogman, it's funny you mentioned that. We were out back earlier, and our grill is out of gas. We were talking about how we needed to get new gas for the grill. And I said, well, we definitely need to do it before we have people over in October for the game. And then I said, oh, you know what? Hogman's going to be here. I wonder if we can talk Hogman into doing some grilling for us while he's here. I don't know about chicken. I was thinking about just hamburgers and brats. Yeah, Morocco's looked like the better team so far to me. I mean, it's still early, 25 minutes in, but Morocco with the ball again on the Netherlands side. Nowhere near the box yet. Now they are. Oh, stolen away by the Netherlands. Good defense. Morocco clears it down to the other side. This is going to be a foul on Morocco at least. I think they butted heads in the air, maybe, is what it looks like. Looks like their heads collided in the air. The Netherlands player is down. Oh, he elbowed him in the face. Yeah, he elbowed him in the face. Look. Oh, right here. Right in the front of his chin. God damn. God damn, that had to hurt. That had to hurt. A lot. All right, Netherlands with the ball after that foul. Let's see if they can get something going. 27 minutes into the first half, still no score. Morocco has had the better opportunities so far. Neither team able to capitalize on anything, though. Morocco, uh-oh, back-to-back turnovers there. Morocco comes down with it now on Netherlands' side. Morocco cross. Oh, what a great cross, but nobody there. Goes out of bounds for a Netherlands throw. My favorite part of soccer is the Oscar grade acting by the players. It's hilarious how bad some of their flops are. Almost as bad as the ones we see in college football all the time. That last one there wasn't a flop. The guy got elbowed right in the fucking chin. I'd still be down if that shit happened to me. Nobody flops worse than college football players. What's up, Shirley? Earl Carr, what's up, my man? Good to see you in here. I think the NBA is pushing for the flopping kings. You watch the NBA? Netherlands with the ball near midfield. They haven't really had much of any type of serious scoring threat yet in this game. Morocco's had a couple. There's a long pass from Netherlands. Way too long. Goes out of bounds. Looking forward to your prediction video for my Cougs. Can you be more specific? Are you talking about Houston? Are you talking about Washington State? Are there any other Cougars? Who are you talking about? Did the chat lose their bet? It's not halftime yet. BYU. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing one for BYU. I think they could make the playoffs. I think they could win the Big 12. I understand why Texas Tech is the favorite, but I don't think BYU's that far behind. PayPal, sir. Joe, I need you to give me a winner, man. It's I had a really bad week last week, buddy. Like a bologna sandwich type of week, if you know what I'm saying. It was bad. I'll tell you this, Joe. The bookie that I use, he gives you cash back on weeks that you lose. It's about 25 to 30% cash back, which is nice. He doesn't have to do that, and he does. I got $650 free play this week. So it was not good. Riding that future with you on the USA. All right, for you only, I got you. Yeah, I've been meaning to email you back on that, Joe, and rather than getting into a long, drawn-out story about it here, I will do that tomorrow and let you know what's going on with that. Did you miss anything? A guy got elbowed in the chin. Morocco almost scored twice. That's all you've really missed. Thank you, Joe, for the very generous PayPal per normal. Shout out to you, buddy. Let's down this in honor of Joe. Bottoms up. Let's go. Y'all are fucked now. What'd I miss? All right, loudmouth soup number 2. Loudmouth soup number 2. You gotta love it. You absolutely have to love it. What did I miss? Nothing? Anybody get elbowed in the chin? I know nobody scored. Uh-oh. Here's a chance for the Netherlands. Knocked away by Morocco. Netherlands had it in the box one-on-one. Couldn't do anything with it. Did you get my cash out from the previous stream? Oh, shit. You know what, Millis? I'm sure I did. But I never looked. That's on me, bud. That's on me, bud. College football bet. Miami to win the ACC championship. Dang. I agree with you, but I take any bet anybody offers me this time of year. So, Millis Vanillis. Miami ACC champs. There you go, Millis. I got you wrote down, my man. Millis says Miami is winning the ACC in 2026. I agree with him. But this time of year, I take any bet anybody wants to make on college football. The crowd is intense at this game. Have you heard about this heat wave that's coming? It was 104 here today, bud. Well, not the real temperature. The real temperature was like 98, but the feels like temperature here was 100. I think it was a high of 98 today, and the heat index was 104. It's insane. It's crazy hot. It would be funny if Manny Diaz won the ACC again before Miami. Joe, we need a winning bet at halftime of this game, bud. The comment section took Netherlands to win the first half. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. I took over 1 goal in the first half. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. I have Purdue winning the Big Ten. Do you have Velcro shoes and a chin strap too? Heat index where I'm at in Central Florida was about 111 today. I believe it. Can I bet Mississippi State not winning the SEC, Lou? No. I mean, your odds would be like 50-1 or whatever. You know? But I mean, yeah, you could make that bet, but the odds are like 50-1 on that. Who's that barking in the background? That was Burgle. You tell me, I'll put a bag on it. Haven't been putting money on many plays in lately. Well, that's the thing. I'm on a losing streak. Even today, I can't win. I keep pushing. Even when I don't lose, I can't win. I push. I keep push. I made 2 baseball bets. Both of those teams are losing. I had the Cubs and the Astros. The Cubs are losing 2-1. The Astros are losing 4-1. I mean, I'm on a losing streak, the likes of which scientists will be studying 100 years from now. Oh, yeah, you got hit with the cleats. That looked like cleats to the top of the head right there, didn't it? That looked like cleats to the top of the head there. Uncle Lou, have you thought to be on the winning team? I am on the winning team. I'm on LouTube. I did yard work in the heat today, and I swear I saw the pearly gates of heaven. I believe it, man. That's one of the reasons I quit doing yard work. First of all, I've always hated it. I know people that enjoy. My dad fucking loves it. My dad's almost 70 years old. I can't get him to let anybody do his yard. I've offered to pay for it. He just fucking enjoy it. He likes going outside and tinkering in the fucking bushes and cutting his own grass. And like, some people like that shit. Pigskin Pete. Y'all know Pigskin Pete? This motherfucker loves doing yard work. It's like a hobby. He fucking love me. Fuck that. I can't stand it. And the heat is one of the reasons why. But even besides the heat, I fucking hate it. I hate it. Back when my mom was alive, this was probably 10 or 15 years ago, she made him hire a landscape company to do the yard. I think it was when he turned 50 or 55 maybe. And she was like, you're not doing the yard anymore. You're going to have a fucking heart attack out there or whatever. So they went out, they hired this professional landscape company to come in. They came and did the yard twice. Both times they came to do it, my dad's out in the yard telling them everything they're doing wrong the whole time. You're not doing this. You need to do this way, that way, this way. Anyway, after the second time they came, my dad just told him to fuck off, and he went out there and he fired him. He went out and started doing it himself again. But he's almost 70 now. He's still doing it. I make him promise me that he does it early in the morning, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And he tells me he is, but how do I know? He won't let anybody else do it. He won't let anybody else do it. I try, look, any of y'all my age and have a dad, my dad, what am I going to get my dad for Christmas? The guy's 70 years old. He's retired. What the fuck does what am I going to do? Get him another plaid shirt for Christmas? What the fuck? So I've been giving him he's been going to a lot of concerts lately. So I've been getting him gift certificates to StubHub, shit like that. But a couple of years ago, I said, Dad, for Christmas, let me hire a landscape company to do your yard and pay for it all year round. It's a waste of money, and they don't do it right, and they don't do this, and they don't do that. Whatever, dude. All right. Keep on out there with the tinkering routine, the fucking pulling weeds and all that bullshit. Nah, whatever. If it makes you happy, I guess. Still no score. 3 minutes to go in the first half plus stoppage time. So both of our bets look like losers. Y'all had Netherlands to win. That doesn't look good. I had over 1 goal. That doesn't look good. All we do is lose around here. All we do is lose. I'm going to have to quit streaming just because I can't afford to bet on the games anymore. LA money line and over 10.5 runs on a parlay. The game already started. Why are you telling me now? The game already started. You can't bet it now. You big dummy. Netherlands had a chance there, couldn't capitalize. Another shot goes tall. Netherlands had a couple of chances there, blew them both, still no score. I don't know. I'm never going to win another bet as long as I live. I'm just going to continue to lose bet after bet after bet. The Cubs have tied it up, though, so some good news there. We've got the Cubs to win. They've tied it up. We've got the Astros to win, though, and they're losing 4-1. I mean, this is dog shit. Germany deserves to lose every World Cup from now to the end of time. When they did. Corner kick coming up for Netherlands here. 1 minute to go in the first half plus stoppage time. We need, by some miracle, Netherlands to score on this corner. Then we would win the first half bet for the Netherlands to win, and we would push over 1 goal. Here's the corner. No good. and it's out off the Netherlands, so it's going to be a corner kick for Morocco. No, Germany lost in penalty kicks. Pirates are winning. I think I had them too, didn't I? Yeah, I think. Did I have the Pirates? I do have the Pirates, so I might win a bet. I've got the Pirates money line at minus 105 for $100, and they're up. Did they just win? They won 11-7. Holy shit! I won a bet. Alert the news media. I forgot I even bet on the Pirates because I bet that this morning. I completely forgot. Pirates money line, $100 to win 95. We hit it. Bang. Bang. Long flight back to Germany. Well, depending on where from. From the East Coast, it's what, 6 hours? 7 hours? Mariners just found behind 1-0, top one. You don't have a real problem till you start gambling on disc golf. That is not how. You don't have to worry about that. I guess I don't have a real problem then. I heard that Germany's 50-year streak of shootout victories was broken or something along those lines. Safe bet is your dog's beating Tech again as usual. Oh, yeah. You can always count on that. That's like the sun rising in the east there. Are you going to do a Penn State prediction at some point? Probably. I get the prediction teams from my Patreon page. Everybody on my Patreon page comments a team that they want me to do a prediction video for. So every day when I sit down and do a prediction video, I go over to the Patreon page, I scroll through the list, and I just pick a team off. I can't remember if Penn State is on the list or not, but I probably will. I would probably do it anyway. Morocco with a chance, pass a little bit too far. But speaking of Patreon, though, it's half off if you sign up during the month of June. And the code is June 26 right there. There's a link to the Patreon. And the code is June 26. If you sign up in the month of June, it's half off. The best way to support the channel, by the way. We're streaming on Patreon tomorrow at... What game did we decide on, y'all? Who's in the Patreon? What game did we decide on for tomorrow? Oh, Ivory Coast and Norway tomorrow at 1. Morocco with a chance, just over the crossbar. No good. We've got about 3 minutes left in extra time. Yeah, we'll be live streaming on Patreon tomorrow at 1 o'clock for the Norway game. Going to watch Erling Haaland. See how many goals he can score. Are you rooting for or against the Save College Sports Act? It's not a perfect solution, and I'm not convinced it will even solve all of the problems that it is trying to solve. But after what I saw happen with the Brendan Sorsby situation, where they were able to find a judge that said, yes, Brendan Sorsby can play even though he gambled on his own team, I have now given up all hope, and I'm willing to take anything as opposed to nothing. So at this point, if that were to pass, I would be willing to give it a shot. I still don't have a whole lot of faith that it will, and it's not necessarily because of the bill, it's because of Congress. I don't think Congress can get out of its own fucking way. I'd be surprised. I'm surprised every time they pass anything. So, and then if they do pass something, you got to worry about whether or not the president's going to sign it. Like that housing bill they just passed. They just passed a bipartisan housing bill. Republicans loved it. Democrats loved it. Trump says he's not signing it. I'm not saying that to shit on Trump. I'm just saying that to say, in order to get a bill passed, you got to get Republicans to agree on it, Democrats to agree on it. It's got to pass the House. Then it's got to pass the Senate. If the Senate makes any changes to it, then it's got to go back to the House. They got to pass it again. Then it goes to Trump's desk. He has to like what he sees. If he doesn't, he's not going to sign it. So I don't know whether that bill is going to get passed or signed or not. Got no idea. But if it does, I'm willing to give it a chance because nothing else seems to be working. Germany is a handball skew. Is that true? They're not even a skew, though, are they? Germany's not even a skew. That's the thing. Are they a handball country? There's another one that somehow didn't go in from Morocco. "30 seconds left in extra time, and then we'll be headed to halftime." Cape Verde will park the bus against Argentina like Paraguay did, but it's not going to work. Here's a chance from the Netherlands. Come on. God damn. What kind of shitty fucking pass was that, dude? God damn, you had like a 5-on-2. Netherlands had a 5-on... Man, fuck Netherlands in their wooden fucking shoes. Messi will sink Cape Verde, unfortunately. All right, that's it. Halftime. We lost both our first half bets because that's all we do around here is lose bets. Lost both our first half bets. We had Netherlands, or y'all had Netherlands to win the first half. That clearly didn't happen. I had over 1 goal in the first half. Clearly didn't happen. I'm going to start betting the draw on every fucking game. I'm just going to start betting tie first half every fucking game. Now watch, as soon as I do that, the first half scores will be like 3-1. It's bullshit at this point, is what it is. It's absolute bullshit. Only as Congress is in session will it become law if not signed. What? I'm currently multi-taking too much. YouTube, watching the game, and studying for my final in my summer class for my master's degree. Master's degree, wow. Congratulations on that, my man. Thank you for the super chat, Justin. Messi will sink Cape Verde. How many thumbs up do we have? There's 98 people watching and only 53 thumbs up. I'm going to take like a 2 or 3 minute break at halftime here to go pee. When I come back, if there's not 70 thumbs up, I'm going to rage quit.
Stop mistreating Uncle Lou!
Just a sec. Did my girlfriend leave me? Because you have no future because you're lazy and dumb. Probably all of them.
Subscribe to the LouTube.
Oh, looks like we hit the thumbs up goal. See, all it takes is an idle threat, I guess, to get people to hit the thumbs up, but we blew past it. We're at 88. 88 thumbs up. I knew you could do it. We need to get serious here. We bet over 1 goal in the first half. That obviously didn't happen. So there's only one thing to do. Double down on over 1.5 goals in the second half. So that's what we did, because that's what I had to do. Still halftime, so the game will be back on here probably in about 5 minutes. The Hughes Degenerate hat is sick. Well, I'm sick. That's why I have a hat that says Huge Degenerate. All right, Loudmouth Soup number 3. "99% of gamblers quit before they win big." Yeah. And the other 1% go broke. Oh, the Dodgers are winning 1-0. Will you recap what you thought of the Germany-Paraguay game? We did that during the German-Paraguay game. That's an embarrassing loss for Germany, though. That's my thoughts, really. They were a huge favorite in that game. So that's a bad loss for them. Dude's head is bloody and no card. Well, it was an accident. He was laying on the ground. A guy jumped up and came down on his face. I don't think it should have been a card either. It didn't look intentional to me. But what do I know? Not much. Not much at all, actually. Kid Rock would have whooped up on you 5 years ago for drinking Bud Light. I was drinking Bud Light 5 years ago, and guess what Kid Rock did? Not a goddamn thing. Not shit. All he did was rage post on social media. He didn't do a fucking thing to me. Nothing. It was probably a smart decision on his part. No, Germany lost to Paraguay in penalty kicks. Oh, this is the World Cup, bud. Special circumstances. Morocco has a handful of players who are Dutch born and raised in the Netherlands, chose to play for Morocco. That's true for almost every country, though. That's true for almost every country. The United States has British players playing for the United States. Hell, their best player, Falarin, what's his name? Falarin Balogun or whatever his name is from like Kenya or some shit. His parents were here on vacation. His mom was pregnant with him. They were here on vacation. They were literally at the airport waiting to get on the plane to fly back to Kenya or wherever the fuck he's from. And the mom went into labor and they wouldn't let him on the plane. He's not from England. He's from Kenya. I'm telling the story now. They wouldn't let him on the plane at the airport. They sent him straight to the hospital. So Balogun was born here in the United States, so he's a U.S. citizen. They then flew back to Kenya or wherever it was in Africa. I think it was Kenya. Wherever it was, they lived in Africa. Lived there for 2 or 3 years and then moved to England. Became English citizens. So his parents were from Kenya, vacationing in the United States, had him here, flew back to Kenya, and then moved to Germany when he was like 2 or 3 years old. Nigeria, Kenya, whatever the fuck. Whatever it was. So he's got like tri-citizenship. So he could have played for any team he wanted of those three. He chose the U.S. But that happens a lot in soccer with dual citizenship players. Rob Van Persie has a 19-year-old son who is half Moroccan. Well, fucking Erling Haaland, the guy for Norway that looks like Thor, the one of the best players in the world, plays for Norway. He could have played for England. He had a choice between England and he has dual citizenship, I guess. He could have played for England or Norway. He chose Norway. Second half draw. Should have done first half draw. I'm going to start betting draw on every fucking half. I think that's the way to go. You'd be up a bunch of money if you just bet draw on every half of the World Cup. Canada, a free win for these teams. Holland on England would be insane. Harry Kane would have come off the bench. Yeah, England's loaded, but they haven't looked great. All right, second half underway. I have no idea how many languages FIFA referees have to know. I believe the official language of FIFA is French. FIFA has 4 official languages: English, Spanish, French, and German. Players and coaches communicate in various native languages. English is the primary requirement for international referees and officials. Referees must be able to file match reports, communicate with the video assisted referee, and issue directives in English. But, you know, in most countries, people are bilingual or trilingual. Only in America are we so dumb that we only learn one language. Most other countries speak at least 2 languages. You learn it in school. Only in America are we so dumb that we're like, no, we can't be bothered to learn some other language. Is it just me or is the mic cutting out? It's just you. I know one thing. If I keep shotgunning these beers, things are going to get really weird in a hurry. What's up, Richie? I love the 2024 halftime Florida video. That was your GOAT video. I don't even know if I remember that one. I'd have to go back and watch it. 2024. So that was 2 seasons ago. I know we won the game. Were we losing at halftime or something? I'd have to go back and watch that one. If you remind me after this game's over, I'll look it up and play it. We need a UTEP prediction video. You don't need that. I can guarantee you I'm not doing a UTEP prediction video unless somebody on the Patreon page requests it. There's no way I'm going to choose to do a UTEP prediction video. It was funny. You talked about how you're done with Carson Beck, and you talked about his stupid Lambo. It was glorious. I've been done with every Georgia player ever at some point or another. I get so worked up during Georgia games. I didn't like Nate Frazier for a while. Now I do. I'm kind of on the fence about Gunnar Stockton. I mean, I think he's good. I don't know if he's great. Chris Thomas, thank you for the super chat, my man. Salud. Appreciate you helping to support the channel. I'd be mad that you picked us to lose to Florida today, but I would be just fine at 2-10 if we beat LSU and State. Oh, you're an Ole Miss fan. I had to calculate that for a second. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I am. Morocco. Save. Morocco had a real chance there. I'm unsure on every prediction video I do. Obviously, if you're taking a stab in the dark. The Florida one is really hard to do because, and I tried to articulate this in the video, but sometimes I get so long-winded, I kind of lose the meaning or whatever. Most teams who fire their head coach are terrible, obviously. And most teams are terrible because they don't have the players to compete. I don't think that's the case with Florida. I don't think Florida has players to win a national title, so don't go overboard there. But Florida has way more talent than to go 4-8 like they did last year. I don't care how hard the schedule was. Florida should have went 8-4 last year with the roster they had. They didn't. Napier's gone, so you bring Summerall in. I don't know, though. I don't know how good Summerall is. Another thing I highlighted in the video today, Napier was great in the G6 the 3 years before he came to Florida. Napier was, just like Summerall was. Then he gets to Florida and he falls on his face. So maybe that happens to Summerall. I don't know. But if Summerall is a better coach than Napier, Florida's going to win a lot more games this year than they won last year. Will that mean a win against Ole Miss and Oklahoma, like I predicted in that video? I don't know. I mean, I've got them losing to Kentucky. For all I know, they beat Kentucky but lose to Ole Miss. I mean, so it's hard to. That most people who do record predictions, that's all they do. They go, Florida's probably going 8-4, and they leave it at that. And when you do a record prediction that way, you've got a lot of wiggle room to get out of that. The way I do it is retarded. I shouldn't do it that way. But it's no fun for me to just look at a schedule and go, they're going 8-4, they're going 7-5, they're going 10-2. If I think somebody's going 8-4, I like to try to find 4 losses. So, and by the way, I go back at the end of every season and I make a video laughing at myself on predictions that I got totally wrong. So, but now a lot of times, though, I'm pretty close on the record. But it's one thing to say, I think this team's going 9-3. It's another thing to pinpoint the exact 3 games they're going to lose. And that's what I do in these prediction videos, and that's almost impossible. I'm picking West Virginia to win the Natty in 2026. Well, that's because your brain doesn't have any wrinkles in it. It's smooth as glass. Arian Smith was the guy at Georgia that couldn't catch the ball. I can't wait to be in the student section September 19th with my mustard bottle and golf ball. Oh, man. You a student there now? Do me a favor. Here's what I want you to do, Chris. I want you to promise me that you will call into my show the week leading up to the Ole Miss LSU game. I want to hear from somebody who's there in Oxford, and I want to be told how toxic it is. Like I want somebody that's there to tell me, dude, people are foaming at the mouth waiting on this game. This was going on Wednesday. Oh, like I need somebody to call. I need you to call me. I do my call-in show on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I need you to call me the week leading up to that Ole Miss LSU game. And you know how these news stations have like their man on the street reports or whatever? I need you to be my man on the street in Oxford the week leading up to that game. That is going to be one of the most toxic college football environments in the history of college football. I can't wait. I cannot wait. We'll never top how much we in Tennessee hate Kiffin. I disagree. By the time Kiffin came back and played in Tennessee, a lot of years had gone by. Ole Miss fan, this just happened 6 months ago with Ole Miss. And then you got Lane Kiffin throwing fuel on the fire with the racism comments. So I disagree that the atmosphere in Oxford when LSU plays there is going to be way more toxic than what Lane Kiffin walked into in Knoxville. So I disagree with you there, Jack. I don't know that Ole Miss fans are so retarded that they'll throw shit at him like y'all did. I mean, y'all embarrassed yourselves with that shit. I don't know that Ole Miss fans are that dumb to throw shit down onto the field like that. But I think the atmosphere will be way more toxic than what it was in Knoxville. Good looking cross from Morocco, headed away by the Netherlands. Still no score here. 58 minutes. We're in the second half. Shot from outside the box, saved by the Netherlands keeper. Not really a threat there. Still no score. Lane gonna half stroll the sideline in an armored golf cart. We will throw shit at him again. I don't think you will. I don't think you will, bud. I think you're making it. I think you're lying and making it up. If I'm being honest. And let's be real. I'm always being honest. That's the thing about me. And this is what makes y'all mad about me more than anything else. But it's 100% true. I always tell the truth. Even when I lie. And that's what makes y'all more mad than anything else. Hell, why do you think what percentage of Georgia fans do you think wish I was dead? It's over 30%. It's over 30%. And it's for the same reason that a lot of you hate me. It's because I tell the truth. Somehow it's even worse when you hear the truth from a guy that's a fan of the same team you are. In other words, I'm a Georgia fan, right? So if I come on here and tell the truth about Florida, of course, it's going to piss Florida fans off, but they always have the excuse of, well, he's a Georgia fan. Of course he's saying that. When a Georgia fan, me, comes on and tells the truth about Georgia, their head explodes. They're like, whoa. This guy's a Georgia fan, and he says that Cash Jones isn't the greatest college football player ever? What? Fuck this guy. Unsubscribe. Whatever. I don't give a shit. Do I wish I had 1 million subscribers? Yeah. Am I willing to lie or say things I don't mean in order to get 1 million subscribers? No, I don't have it in me. Sorry. You can look up Josh Pate if that's the kind of shit you're into. I'm not out here. I'm not trying to sell ketchup popsicles to women in white gloves. I could. Believe me, I'm a hell of a fucking salesman. If I wanted to sell ketchup popsicles to a woman in white gloves, I could. But I'm not going to do that. Here comes Morocco. It's going to be a corner coming up here from Morocco. I will bet you right now West Virginia beats Georgia this year. Buddy, I'll bet you any amount of money you want that West Virginia doesn't beat Georgia this year. But here's the deal. When we do bets on this channel, and you're this close to getting banned from the channel, by the way, because one thing we don't do on here, you don't come on here talking about you want to bet this, you want to bet that, and then when I offer to do it, you back out. We don't allow that around here. Don't talk about making bets unless you mean it. But I will bet you any amount of money you want that West Virginia doesn't beat Georgia this year. But like every other bet I make, you got to send me the money ahead of time. I'm not a bill collector. And I'm not about to waste my time tracking down some deadbeat called @FlareItQ5Z to get my $3 when you lose your bet and disappear like a fart in a windstorm and never show back up. So if you want to make a bet with Uncle Lou, you send me the money ahead of time. I hold the money. If you win the bet, I send it back to you. And I've made hundreds of bets on this channel over the last 10 years, and you can't find a single soul that'll tell you they weren't paid. I pay them all. But here's the deal. You're full of shit. You don't mean what you say. But this is the only warning I'm going to give you. You don't come on this channel, talk about bets you want to make, and then when someone accepts the bet, you back out of it. That's the quickest way to get banned on this channel. So don't do that dumb shit again. Now go throw bones on that or whatever dumb shit you like to type in the comment section all the time for no fucking reason, you fucking deadbeat. Corner kick coming up from Morocco here. 62 minutes now into the second half. We need goals. I don't care who scores them. I've got over 1.5 goals second half. He put way too much gas in that one. Sailed it over everybody's head and out of bounds. Wasted corner kick there. Chris Thomas, my man. Shout out Chris Thomas. I'm tempted to start downing a beer every time somebody sends a super chat. I can't do that, though, because I know what'll happen. Everybody in here will start sending $1 super chats, and I'll be passed out in the corner in 20 minutes. So maybe we'll make it. Well, I'm gonna do it for this one because I like Chris. Thank you for the super chat. He says, because Ella Langley is performing Thursday night at the basketball stadium, can you have a call-in show Friday or let me on Saturday morning? What are you talking about? This week? I don't understand. Will you I'm not doing a call-in show Friday. The answer to that is no. Are you talking about during the season? Who the fuck is Ella Langley? Who the fuck is Ella? I don't give a fuck about Ella Langley. Because Ella Langley is performing Thursday night at the basketball stadium. Fuck Ella. Who the fuck is Ella Langley? Fuck her. I'm not changing my schedule because of Ella fucking Langley. What? Ella Langley? Fuck Ella Langley. How about Ella Langley reschedules her shit fucking concert that nobody wants to see around my call-in show? How about that? Huh? Period. Fuck Ella Langley. No, Chris, you can call into my show Tuesday night or you can call into my show Thursday night. But I'm not changing my schedule to behoove Ella fucking Langley. Hey, how about this? Who the hella is Ella? I don't fucking know or care. Fuck her. Fuck that bitch. I don't know who that is. Fuck her. I'm going to change my fucking schedule to suit Ella fucking Langley? No. That ain't happening. I'm still going to down the beer because I told you I would. But I can't even believe you asked me that. I can't even believe you asked me that. Who the fuck is Ella Langley? Some shit-kicking country bitch? Fuck that. Probably wears duck boots and Wrangler jeans. That's not for me, bud. Fuck her. I love you, Chris. You're a good guy, Chris. I like you, Chris. But come on, man. You can't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining, man. I'm not changing my call-in schedule to suit Ella fucking Langley. I don't even know who that is. I'm assuming she's some kind of country fucking bumpkin if she's playing in Oxford, Mississippi. Let's be real. You know, Playboy Cardi ain't showing up in Oxford no time soon. You know what I'm saying? Lane Kiffin told you that. Ella Lang, will you change your call-in show because of Ella Langley? No, bud. No. We need some goals in the second half. I'll be right back. Now I go out there and the ladies I got to send some email things. I don't know what's going on with that either. It's weird. A lot of times, like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, she's like, oh, I got to go send some emails. I don't know. Send some work email on 10:30, 11. I don't know what's going on with that. I might have to look into that. I saw Deftones in Mississippi once. The knockout games that end in a draw go to a shootout, right? After overtime. First half, 45 minutes. Second half, 45 minutes. If it's still tied, then they play two 15-minute overtime periods. And the overtime periods are not sudden death. So you can score 5 goals in overtime. They play 2 overtime periods, 15 minutes each. If it's still tied after that, then you go to penalty kicks. That's what happened in the Germany-Paraguay game. Who else wants to send a dumb super chat to make me shotgun a beer? Oh, we got to update the thing. 4. Loudmouth Soup 4. You can score in the first and it ain't over. They treat it like 2 half games. Yes, it doesn't matter. You could score 3 goals in overtime. You're still going to play both those overtimes. Texas A&M's going to beat LSU. They could, for sure. Marcel Reed got to quit turning the ball over. Fuck the draw. I need goals, man. Fuck your draw. Well, each team can score 1 then. Then you get your draw and I get my win too. The Cubs are still tied with the Padres at 2. The Astros are getting the soul beat out of them 5-1. Astros are dead to me. The Astros are completely dead to me. Houston Astros. I'm gonna rename them the Houston Ella Langleys. They're dead to me. What do you think the over-under of the Georgia-Alabama game on the 10th of October? The over, I don't know what the fucking over-under will be. What, 42, 43, 44, somewhere in there. Low 40s. Lou, I did a big parlay. Brazil, Paraguay, Netherlands. Got to and need Netherlands to win. How are the Braves doing? I've got no idea. I am down bad with the bet. I can't hit a bet to save my life. And going on 2 weeks to all of last week. Last week was horrible. Not a super chat, but just wanted to say we love you, Lou. Thanks for all the great content over the years. Hey, Michael Thibodeau, an Ole Miss fan with an LSU name. Man, what are you going to do when Ole Miss and LSU play, bud? Go! Go! The dog didn't even move. The dog is dead to the world. The Netherlands scored. Shout out DJ David. Now we need Morocco to score, David. I don't give a fuck. That's fine. Netherlands scored. I'm more Cajun than half of these LSU fans. I live south of I-10. Yeah, I knew that name. He was Cajun as fuck, but you're an Ole Miss fan somehow. How are you racist and a Cajun? I don't understand that. How does that work, Michael Thibodeau? I'm just kidding. I'm just doing the whole Ole Miss, the whole Lane Kiffin thing where all of Ole Miss is, where all of Ole Miss is racist. You're racist with a Cajun name. That's something serious there, Bo. It doesn't really matter. Isn't everybody, you go on the internet, everybody's racist. Fuck betting, I'm quitting till this game is over. All you need is for Morocco to score, man. I need Morocco to score too. I've got over 1.5 goals. So all I need is, I don't care who scores it. I hope for your sake it's Morocco, because that would also be a draw. 1-1 is a draw, right? Not just 0-0. Yeah, you just need Morocco to score, which would be fine with me. I've got over 1.5 goals in the second half, so all I need is one more goal. If Morocco scores it, great. I'm about to get a serious bag if a score holds. Good. I hate all bookies and sports books, so I don't know where you made the bet at, but it doesn't matter. Fuck them. Whoever it is, fuck them. I hope you beat them over the head. Hauma. I don't know what that means, man. Type English in the comment section, man. We're in America. We're too dumb to speak multiple languages. You gotta type English here. If you can't type in American, don't type at all. We're way too dumb in the United States to be speaking and typing different languages. You already know. I'm not looking trim at all. I weigh more right now than I've ever weighed in my entire life, bud. Is Garth Brooks still performing? He had a residency at Vegas, but that ended. I don't know if he's still performing anymore or not. His residency in Vegas, I think, ended last year. He had a residency at Caesar's Palace. I saw him, but it was it was in 98 or 99, late 90s. So, 26, 27, 28 years ago. But it's still, to this day, best concert I've ever seen. Hands down. I don't even know. Like, I don't even have to think about it. It was the best concert I've ever seen. Who gifted the memberships? Mewtwo, thank you, buddy. Mewtwo has gifted 5 channel memberships. Looks like the lucky winners are Fred Likes Bread, Donovan GG, DJ David, Father Shuey, and Matthew Arredondo. Morocco's going to have to start taking some chances here. They need to score. 75 minutes into the second half. We've got 15 minutes left of regulation plus stoppage time. We need another goal. We need another goal. In my neck of the woods, Brownsville, Texas, by the border, everybody just speaks Spanish, and half of these suckers voted for Trump. Make that make sense. I'm not, getting into no political discussion here. Y'all trying to trick me. Morocco getting fancy out here with the nutmegs, the fucking backwards pass. Oh, there was a chance there for Morocco. Headed away at the last minute by the Netherlands, though. It was a good idea from Morocco there. Just didn't work out. Chris Thomas with the best QB kicker and running back in the country at number 3 portal class. I don't know why people are down on us because a hoe cheated and left. I don't know that people are down on y'all. Aren't y'all in the top 10 of every ranking? Where do I have Ole Miss? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got Ole Miss at 9. Imagine a scenario where people think that having Ole Miss preseason ranked 9 is hating on Ole Miss, given the fact that Ole Miss is one of the biggest dog shit programs in the history of college football. Now having them ranked 9 is somehow disrespectful. Wow. Another chance for Morocco, but just out of reach. I heard on a podcast that Garth Brooks is a serial killer, so it must be true. Did you double check it on Twitter? Josh Pate's down on Ole Miss? I didn't know that. Is he? Where does he have Ole Miss ranked? I think Auburn fans are realistic fans now that we've been horrible for the better part of a decade. I have to admit, I don't hear a lot of dumb shit from Auburn people that often. I do have to admit. In terms of like in the preseason talking a bunch of shit or whatever, I don't hear that a lot from Auburn compared to like how we used to hear Tennessee fans or how we hear Florida fans or what. Yeah, I don't hear a lot of that from Auburn. I have to kind of agree with you there. What's up, Joseph? Good to see you in here, buddy. Do you take two-sided bets? You got to be more specific. Just ask me what bet you want to make, and I'll tell you whether I take it or not. Ole Miss, maybe we shouldn't listen to other people's opinions and not be rage-baited. Thanks to the membership, whoever sent them. It was Mewtwo. Mewtwo. All right, we need one more goal. We need another goal. USA could win the World Cup. I don't think so. I think they could make it. I think their ceiling is the quarterfinals. I think they could make the final 8 if they play well. I don't think they will win the quarterfinal game in the final 8. They most likely have to play Spain, and I think Spain would spank them. Cash App and PayPal links are in the description. Yeah, if you want to make a bet, you got to send it through Cash App or PayPal. Lou, you actually make me laugh at least 5 times a stream. Honestly, I'm surprised it's not more. I say so much dumb shit. I'm surprised there's not somebody out there that clips me. You know how you have all these stream clippers or whatever that you see on TikTok or wherever? I'm surprised there's not somebody out there clipping me and making a fortune. I have a feeling you could make somebody that took the time to clip my streams could make an absolute killing. The amount of dumb shit I say or do in any random stream is honestly astounding. Somebody did make a TikTok one time that I found called No Context Lou or No Context Uncle Lou or something like that, but I think they posted 2 or 3 videos and I don't think they stuck with it. Can we bet on the LSU game? I think we went out right by at least 3. We bet on any game you want, buddy. Any game you want. Uncle Lou, would you still take JT Daniels over Stetson Bennett? Yeah, JT Daniels is undefeated as a starter at the University of Georgia. He has the highest winning percentage of any quarterback in college football history at UGA. By the way, I'm not the only one that would take JT Daniels over Stetson Bennett. Kirby Smart and Todd Monken would also take JT Daniels over Stetson Bennett. The reason I know that is because they took JT Daniels over Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett had 2 of the best defenses in college football history. Plus, he had Brock Bowers and Ladd McConkey, 2 of the best receiving players that Georgia's ever had in their history. I'll send you the PayPal right now if you want to and you have a line. I'm sure I can find a line on the game. Hold on a second before you send it. LSU versus Ole Miss. Ole Miss minus 2.5 is the line. So what did you say you wanted? Ole Miss minus 2.5 is the line. So that's the bet I will take. You can bet it either way. If you want to take Ole Miss, you got to take Ole Miss minus 2.5. I'm rooting for Ole Miss in that game, but in the offseason, I take any bet that anybody wants to make, as long as it's an actual line somewhere that I can find. And Ole Miss right now is a 2.5-point favorite in that game. So if you want to bet Ole Miss by minus 2.5, I'll take it. Kiffin is going to need a police escort in Oxford. I actually think that's true. I believe you. 83 minutes in. Morocco down a goal. Netherlands up 1-0. Into the box. Nobody home. Easy scoop for the keeper. I always think about Slimy when people bring up Georgia defense from back then. He actually thought Ohio State had a better defense than Georgia. Yeah, he was retarded, though. Medically proven. Luke, could you please update the scoreboard? Oh, yeah, it's not updating, is it? There you go. I can't update the scoreboard. It's on ESPN, but there you go. Will Alabama win a national title under DeBoer? No, they won't. DeBoer is not a natty winning coach, not in the SEC, not in the Southeast. Lou, I bet you can't finish this case of loudmouth soup by the end of the stream. Well, I'm not chugging it. I'm only chugging on Super Chats, so it's not even up to me whether I finish it or not. I'm sipping it unless there's a Super Chat, in which case I'm downing it. I sent my PayPal. Let's see. PayPal. Netherlands almost scored again. I got it, Chris. I'm writing it down right now. Here comes Morocco. Wow. Poked away by the Netherlands. Chris Thomas, $20. Ole Miss minus 2.5 versus LSU. I got you, Chris. I can't remember if we've made bets in the past or not, but if we haven't, by the time the season starts, I'll have 3 or 4 pages of this filled with bets. All you have to do, if you win that bet against me, all you have to do is let me know in the comment section of a live stream or email me or whatever. I'll check back on the notes, I'll find it, and I'll send you what I owe you. Sorry I was late, Lou. 4 months straight on the rig. Was trying to get home. At least I know on your show I'm happy to be pissed, and it's okay. Good to see you in here, man. Good to see you in here. Oh, a $20 holler? All right, that means we got to down another one. Fuck, y'all are hurting me here. Oh, boy. If this keeps up, things are going to get very interesting on here. If this keeps up, things are going to get extremely interesting on here in a hurry. All right. I got to go get another one now. Y'all are killing me. I told them to stop. They don't listen. Lou might turn back the clock to 2015 LouTube if he keeps drinking like this. Well, I'm not going to break anything because Georgia's not losing right now. So I don't have to worry about that. She's done with. She says she'll see you tomorrow. All she's doing is sleep. I don't think she works.
Well, I'm saying I hope she sleeps through the night.
Oh, she will.
I'm just going to leave her on here then. When I
She's still breathing. I put my finger on her nose a minute ago.
I can see she's still breathing.
Yeah. Dang, Mewtwo just gifted more members. How many this time did you do? Dang, dude. Mewtwo just gifted 10 memberships to 10 lucky people in the chat. Joseph NR, Trace Lowther, Georgia Man, Buckeye Inc., Bulldog JC, Good Call, Charlotte Gunther, Waikiki, Cody Tony Wilson, Wes McLaughlin, Cody Tony. So, this is how I find out some of y'all are watching and not even commenting. Wilkie, I didn't even know you were in here, Waikiki. All right, we're in the last minute of regulation, plus whatever stoppage time they add. And Morocco is in a bad way, down 1-0. I'm also in a bad way, though, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, because I have over 1.5 goals. Coach Coop. Coach Coop is in here. Coop, you could at least say hi, man. Coach Coop could at least say hi, I'm in here. Shout out Coach Coop, Dogan SS, Jeff Sharp, Caleb Moore, Gordfield. Now, there's a lot of y'all in here not chatting in the comment section. What are you doing? What are you doing? Goal. doing? Pay DJ David. There we go. Morocco scores the equalizing goal in the 90th minute, literally in the 90th minute. I hit my over 1.5 for the second half. DJ David hits his tie bet, although we still have 5 minutes to go, 6 minutes to go. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Did y'all see that? Holy shit. DJ David, you still in here? DJ David, you're looking good on your draw bet. What a goal. That was a laser beam. I need to see that again. What a goal. What a goal. Literally in the 90th minute. Watch this. Into the box. Bang. Laser beam off the side of his head into the back of the net. Look at this. Look. Bang. Keeper had no chance. Keeper had no chance. Look at that. Perfect placement off the side of his head there. Wow. Wow. Back-to-back good games. Triple good. Did you see the first one? I didn't stream the first game today. I had to take the puppy to the vet, but the Brazil-Japan game was unbelievable. The Canada game last night, game-winning goal in the 90th minute. All 4 of these knockout games have been unbelievable so far. I don't understand. Listen, I know that people don't love soccer. I get it. You know how I look at the World Cup? The same way I look at March Madness. I don't watch a second of regular season college basketball. It's pointless. But March Madness is just exciting. If you're a sports fan, how can you not like March Madness? That's how I feel about the World Cup. Especially now once you get to the knockout games. The group stages can be a little boring. But once you get to the knockout stages of the World Cup, this shit is, it doesn't get much better than this from a sports perspective. I don't think. The college football will always be my heart, my passion. Nothing will ever touch college football in my eyes and in my mind. But holy shit, man, the World Cup is exciting. And don't you, and the United States finally has a decent team. I mean, they're not going to win it all. But this is probably the best team the United States has ever had. You know, I know a lot of you probably just started watching the World Cup. This is the best team the United States has ever had. So you got that going for you too. You know, the whole pride thing. It's our 250th anniversary as a country. We're hosting the fucking World Cup. Can you not get excited about your fucking country? Instead of typing all the time that, oh, offsides is dumb in soccer, or I'd like it a lot better if the score was 40-22. Come on, man. This shit is exciting. You got to give it a chance. You got to give it a chance. Mewtwo, big shout out to you, man, for gifting those memberships, man. I really appreciate that. DeBoer will coach in a national championship but won't win one. He already has, hasn't he? He's already done that. Didn't he lose to Michigan in 23? Wasn't that, or was that Texas? No, he beat Texas, didn't he? He's already played in the Natty, hadn't he? Am I misremembering that from 2023? Two minutes left in extra time. Netherlands. Uh-oh. Oh, foul. A minute and a half left. Those of you new to soccer, here's what's going to happen. There's a minute and a half left in regulation. If it ends tied 1-1, we're going to go to overtime. In soccer, the way overtime works, there are two 15-minute halves. It doesn't matter who scores when. You play all of the 15 minutes of both halves. It's not sudden death. At the end of those two overtime periods, if it's still tied, then you go to penalty kicks. You never watch March Madness? Bro, slap yourself in the back of the neck right now, David Neal. How are you a sports fan and you don't watch March Madness? Come on, man. Give it a shot next year then. Give it just do me a favor. Give March Madness a shot next year. The first weekend in particular. Here come the Netherlands. Poked away in the box by Morocco. That was a great chance for Netherlands. Really good defense in the box from Morocco. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. Morocco with the ball crossing midfield. Might be the last chance of regulation here. That's going to be a foul on Morocco. Free kick coming up for the Netherlands deep in their own end. This has been a good-ass game. Yeah. Yeah, it has. I'll be watching the July sumo tournament in Nagoya soon. I don't get into sumo. Should I try it? Should I give it a shot? I'll watch anything. Well, I mean, I'll give anything a shot, I guess. Bama won't be in a natty under DeBoer. I don't think so either. Oh well, who knows? They may. I don't think DeBoer is winning a natty at Bama. Lou will bet on anything. Yeah, facts. Big facts. Last 15 seconds. The Netherlands are going to have one last shot here. Throws it into the box. Headed away by Morocco. Recovered by the Netherlands, and that's it. The end of regulation, we are tied 1-1. We finally hit a bet. We had over 1.5 goals in the second half. That came home. We are headed to extra time, overtime. And again, the way this works, there are going to be 2 15-minute halves, and it is not sudden death. The Netherlands could score 3 goals in the first 15-minute overtime. Doesn't matter. We're still going to play the second 15 minutes. If at the end of that second 15-minute overtime we're still tied, then we'll go to penalty kicks. Georgia beats Auburn by 3 touchdowns? Now, that would surprise me. Loses to Florida. Georgia loses to Florida? Come on, man. Come on. In Atlanta? Stop it. Georgia's not losing to Florida in Atlanta. That ain't happening. Yeah, that's a type. Actually, that's a 5-star dummy. Let me do a check on the thumb up situation here. 136 people watching, 107 thumbs up. I need to get to 125 thumbs up. If we do, I'll chug the rest of this beer. I'm going to go pee. We better get to 125 thumbs up.
Stop mistreating Uncle Lou!
It's gonna itch and it's gonna stink, and no matter what you do, don't shove stuff in it. It's gonna itch and it's gonna stink, and no matter what you do, don't shove stuff in it.
No, lady, how about you shut up? I'm doing YouTube, bitch.
You big dummy! Whoa, Todd, Lou! I'm just a little bit perturbed.
All right. Enough of that. All right, we're underway here in overtime. Overtime number 1. Morocco with the ball deep in their own end. We're tied at 1 here. I bet Morocco to advance. Hell, I hope you hit it. That's a big plus money play there. I hope you hit it. Astros came back, but not enough. Ended up losing 5-4 after being down 5-1, so we lost that one. Padres and Cubs still tied at 2. Bottom of the 9th, Cubs up to bat. Netherlands with the ball on their own end of the field. Where's Octavian at? You know, I haven't heard from him in a couple of weeks. I'm not sure on that there. PrizePicks partner. Yeah, shout out to PrizePicks. Like we talked about at the beginning, sponsoring these streams. Make sure y'all download the PrizePicks app. The link's in the description down below. Promo code HMA. Play 5, get $50 instantly in lineups. Put you some money on these World Cup games. I got all kinds of props, futures, winners, everything you need over at PrizePicks. It's legal in over 35 states, including Georgia, where I'm at. And I can't use those other sites out there, but I can use PrizePicks. So chances are you can too. Support the people that are supporting the channel. Download the PrizePicks app today. You'll be glad you did. Gators fan, can you track down your man Octavian? Yeah, where's Octavian hiding at in that? We did get to 125 likes, by the way. So I have to down this now, which is not good because this is almost full. Things are going to get really weird here pretty soon. I'm just warning everyone now. You can click off the video now if you want to, but things are going to get really weird here pretty soon. I did say I would down this if we got to 125 likes, and we're at 130, so I'm going to be in a bad way. I am going to be in a bad way here. Half it. Do I look like a pussy to you? Half it. I don't even know what that means, bud. Whoo. Dang. 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 Let's update the count on the loudmouth soup, and I'll go get another one. Here comes a corner from Morocco. Deflected away. No good on the corner. Lou, I'm sending you a bet for LSU -4 versus Bama. Let me just check the line. I'm sure you're right, but let me just check it. LSU versus Bama odds. LSU -4. Okay. I got you, Frost. Did you send it Cash App or PayPal? Cash App. I got it. I got it, Frost. Writing it down right now. LSU -4 versus Bama. Got it. I got you on the list, my man. Good luck. Good luck, sir. Can't believe Germany's going to have a silent flight for 6 hours. No words, no smiles, only tears, and the reminder of failure. Yeah, bad loss for them against Paraguay, a team that the United States humiliated 4-1. You know what that means? Transitive property. United States officially better than Germany. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Into the 100th minute now, still tied at 1. First overtime's going to go to 105. Then we'll have a short break and then the second overtime. If it's still tied after the second overtime, then we will go to penalty kicks. That's how that works. Bang. Bang. Come on, loudmouth soup. Let's go. Cubs bases loaded, no outs. I like that. I like that. I do like that. I've got the Cubs to win, so that's good for me. Uncle Lou likes cucumber Gatorade. I didn't even know they made cucumber Gatorade. The only color Gatorade, I don't know about the flavors, but the only color Gatorade or Powerade, either one that I like, are yellow or orange. I don't like any of the dark flavors. The dark flavors, Gatorade and Powerade, upset my stomach. Red is the worst. I don't know how people drink red Gatorade or red Powerade. Holy shit, that upsets my stomach. Why do y'all do that? Y'all need to stop that. Light-colored Gatorade is the only way to go. Lou, you know they still make Jolt Cola? No, I didn't know that. But Jolt Cola ain't got shit on Surge, bud. Surge was... There's people now, there's people my age now that have diabetes just because they drank Surge in their teens. I don't know what they were doing with that Surge, but that Surge, fuck Jolt Cola. Surge was fucking, it should have been illegal from the get-go. What's up, Lou? How'd your vacation go? Good, I hope. Did I go on vacation? Oh, the cruise? Oh, yeah, we had a great, if you're talking about the cruise, yeah, we had a great time. You know, I took my daughter and her boyfriend on a cruise for graduation or whatever. Yeah, we had a great time, man. The weather was great. We had a good time on the boat. Saw some, we went to some comedy shows, did some karaoke, did some gambling. I mean, we had a great time. Yeah, we had a really good time. Do you remember the orange juice brand called Tang? Tang's not orange juice, bud. I remember Tang. Tang ain't orange juice. Tang's way better than orange juice. We used to eat Tang right out of the fucking container with a spoon. We would eat the shit. We were sick. Don't you start with that bullfrog, Dula. These people don't want to know about bull. Look, Dula, these young bucks today, if they had a couple dude, they couldn't handle that shit like we could, Dula. Don't even tell these people about bullfrog. Don't even tell them. They couldn't handle that shit. These kids today can't hang like we did back in the day. Ain't no way. Don't even tell them, Dula, about that bullfrog, boy. Holy shit. It's a wonder I'm even still alive after the bullfrog phase we went through. I sent a $10 cash app for a bet, says Gators fan. Did you? Let's see. Oh, I see it. UMass and North Dakota State win a conference game? That's not a bet. You want me to bet that all they have to do is win one conference? Of course they'll win one conference. That's not a bet. What kind of bet is that? I bet you UMass and North Dakota State win a conference game. Why? That's not an actual bet, bud. What are you doing? Do you want me to send this back to you? Or is this a donation? This ain't a bet. What are you doing? Send it back to you. Okay. Say less. I'm sending this back. What is this? What kind of fucking sorcery is this? You sent $10 back. I sent $10 back to you, man. What are you doing? Still tied at 1. Almost the end of the first overtime period. Netherlands with a throw-in here. This will probably be it for the first overtime. They're gonna let him throw this ball in and see if they can do anything. And then if they don't, it's gonna be it. Headed away by Morocco. And that's it. That's the end of the first overtime period. Still tied at 1. I did. Yeah, we talked about Chris Johnson. That's horrible, man. I saw some of the interviews and that. That's absolutely horrible, man. That ALS. Fuck ALS. That's horrible what's happened to him. He's got kids, too. A wife. What was more traumatizing as a Georgia fan, South Carolina in 2019 or Vandy in 2016? Probably South Carolina in 2019 because Georgia was actually good then. Georgia was really good in 2019. That was an unacceptable loss. In 2016, that was Kirby's first year. He went 7-5. I mean, so I think the 2019 loss is worse. I'd bet $200 Tennessee gets more wins than Ole Miss this year. Would you take up that bet with me? Yes. I would. I would take that bet. I think Ole Miss wins more games than Tennessee. I've got Tennessee at 8-4. I think Ole Miss probably goes 9-3. So, yes, I would take that bet if you want to send it. The Cash App and the PayPal are in the description of the video. This heat is awful. Where are you at? Here in Augusta, it was the real temperature today was like 98. The heat index was like 104, I think. And it's supposed to be over 100 now for like 7 or 8 days in a row. It's insane. It's insane. Nice, DJ David. Cubs won. Great news. I like that. I like that. I am now up 165 today. I'm up $165 today. Yeah, you can't make up a bet that, like, it's got to be a bet where I can check the odds on it. Like, I'm not just going to make any bet you invent in your mind. I'll take any bet you want that you can find odds on. That's what I'm saying. You can't. That's like saying I bet you Oklahoma wins more than 2 games this year. Why would I take that? Come on. I'm not. I mean, of course Oklahoma's winning more than 2 games. You can't just make up some random fucking dumb shit and say, oh, I bet you. No, it's got to be an actual bet that I can find the odds on somewhere. Stop with the dumb shit. I'm wearing a hoodie right now because it's chilly outside. What? Where are you? Got up to 93 in Chicago today. That's hot for up there. That's an average day here from like April to September. I live in Tahoe. Oh, okay. Never been there. If you ever feel bad, just remember that Tennessee lost a home game to Wyoming in 2006. Yeah. Cost, what's his name? Cost Fat Boy his job. Phil Fulmer. Cost Phil Fulmer his job, losing that game. I bet you Ella Langley pushes the Thursday show to Friday. Fuck Ella Langley. Fuck her. Lou, I fly into Daniel Field in Augusta all the time. How's that? Are you a, do you own your own plane or do you fly private planes for rich people? It's got to be one of the two if you're flying in and out of Daniel Field. Look forward to the October meetup, by the way. Yeah, I've gotten several RSVPs on that. Hoghead's coming. Millis Vanillis is coming. Carolina Jackpot's coming. I assume Jay Shipes is coming. Yeah, you're coming. Yeah. We're going to have a good time again. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. I'm going to do a different setup this year. I'm live streaming from the living room this year during the meetup. I'm not going through that last year where we who was here last year when I had people over to my house? There's fucking 10 people in here. It was a nightmare. You couldn't move in here. It was fucking hot. I'm not doing that again. I'm taking my whole live stream setup out into the living room that day. And I'm live streaming from the living room that day. You coming, Dula? Okay, good. Dula, if you come by yourself, you can sleep here. Nothing against your wife and kids. I don't have. If you bring your wife and kids, I don't have room. You'll have to get a hotel or whatever. But if it's just you, you can stay here on the couch. What week are you doing the meetup? Isn't it October 17th? I know I've already announced the date. I think it's October 17th. Isn't that right? Yeah. I let everybody in here last time. They fucked the helmets up. They brought a fucking... Were y'all watching? They brought a leaf blower in here. They were fucking in here with a goddamn leaf blower. They fucked all my helmets up. I'm not doing that again. So we're live streaming from the living room that weekend. I fly a private owner. I'm not rich like that. Don't get it twisted. I'm poor. I got you. I didn't mean to say it that you were poor, but like if anybody says they're flying in and out of Daniel Field, it's one of two things. They're a pilot who flies for a rich person, or they're rich and own their own plane. It's one of the two every time. Oh, okay, state your moms. Yeah, I got you. VicTube held a concert. Yeah, VicTube was in here with the karaoke routine. Yep. Still tied at 1. We got about 7 or 8 minutes to go here in the second overtime period. If nobody scores, we're headed to penalty kicks again. I got to pee again, too. Y'all think that guy sent that $200 or no? For the bet on Tennessee versus Ole Miss? Who wins more games? Let's see. He didn't send it on Cash App. Did he send it on PayPal? Nope. Changed his mind, I guess. If it goes to PKs, my plan would be to do the opposite of Germany. Yeah. Win instead of lose? Yeah. That's a good plan. Who has to have hip replacement? Oh, your mom? You know, my dad's whatever. I don't even like to talk about that bitch. But my dad's whatever the fuck it is he's with now had, was it hip replacement or knee replacement? It was one of the two. Anyway, turns out it ain't nothing. You're walking like that the next day. No wheelchair, no nothing. Like, it's a pretty simple thing. Maybe you're limping around or something, but I can't stand that bitch. I don't want to talk about that. Don't even ask me about it. I don't want to get into that. Ooh, a chance for the Netherlands. Headed away, though, by Morocco. 5 minutes to go. If nobody scores, we're headed to penalty kicks. Morocco with the ball now. I do feel better for the fans that paid an arm and a leg to get in the door. Some free soccer is worth it for them. It's an exciting game. No doubt about it. These are two good teams, too. Didn't Morocco make the semifinals in the last World Cup? Or was that Senegal? One of the African teams made the semifinals last time. There was a chance for Morocco. Booted away by the Netherlands, though. All the way back across midfield now. Two games going to PKs is awesome. Yeah, lost to France, yeah. I knew that. So it was Morocco? Or was it Senegal? I can't remember. Three and a half minutes left in the second overtime. If nobody scores, we're headed to penalty kicks. It was Morocco. Okay, yes, I thought. That's further than the United States has ever made it in the modern era. In the box. Can't do anything with it. Going to be a penalty, corner up, a goal kick. They play against bums. Who? Who plays against bums? You don't make it to this. You don't make it to the semifinals of the World Cup by playing only bums. I mean, that's impossible. So, you're wrong there. Morocco has a funny looking flag. Why is he leaving? Did he get a second yellow card? Why is that guy out of the game, or is he hurt? I guess he's hurt, or a substitution. I sent the $200, Lou. Did you get it? I checked a minute ago and it wasn't there. Did you send it Cash App or PayPal? Oh, I got it. Here it is. Cash App. All right, I'm writing it down now. Andrew, almost said your name, but I didn't. $200. Tennessee more wins than Ole Miss. All right. Got it written down. If we've never made a bet before, I'll just remind you how it works. At the end of the season, now this is regular. Maybe we should have clarified this. This is regular season, 12 games, right? That's what I was assuming. This is regular season, 12 games. At the end of the regular season, if Tennessee has more wins than Ole Miss. Okay, yeah, regular season. If at the end of the regular season, Tennessee has more wins than Ole Miss, leave me a comment in a live show or email me, crazyunclelou@gmail.com. Remind me of the bet. I'll reference my list here. I'll send you what I owe you, which would be $400 if you win. If you lose, I'll just keep the $200 you sent me. If it's a push, if they both have the same number of wins, I will send you your $200 back. That's my understanding of the bet. Is that your, as long as that's your understanding, we're good to go. Soccer players are soft. What? Can you run for 2 hours straight? No, you can't. What do you mean soccer players are soft? Delete that. Delete that. You can't run for 2 minutes straight. Never mind 2 hours. Understood. Okay, yeah. All right, it's a bet. Good luck, my man. Lou earning interest on the cash like all the bookies do. No, I don't. I'll leave it in Cash App or PayPal. I don't. It's not enough money to earn interest on. I mean, over the course of an off season, I might get $1,000 total from people in bets. It's not enough to move it somewhere to earn interest on. I'll leave it in Cash App or PayPal, and then I just pay it out when I lose. I'll say this. I've never lost money doing this, though. I do this every year in the off season. I take any bet anybody wants to make. I've never lost money. I've always come out ahead. It might be $50 or $100 ahead. Not a lot. The bets are close to 50-50, but I've never come out behind overall. I'm clearly biased, just graduated from Tennessee. Oh, congratulations, my man. I don't knock anybody for where they go to school. People used to ask me all the time. They still ask me, Lou, you're a huge Georgia fan. What if your son grows up and gets a scholarship to Florida? Then fucking go Gators. When they play Georgia, I hope my son has a great game for Florida, and I hope Georgia wins. But I'm not going to hate on somebody for where they go to school, man. So you know what I mean? You got a college degree, dude. I think that's great. Good luck so are you looking for a job now, I guess, right? Good luck with that. I hope you get what you're looking for and all that. My whole family are Bama fans. They were not happy with my decision. Well, I guess I could see that, but no, that's a big deal, man. Congratulations. I've got 2 kids. One's in college now. One's about to start his senior year in high school, and I'm got my fingers crossed that my daughter graduates college, and I'm hoping my son goes too. I don't care where they go. That's not what matters. The trash talk with college football and stuff, I love it. Believe me, my channel is built on the whole trash talk aspect of college football. But when it comes to getting an education or bettering yourself or setting yourself up for the future and stuff like that, man, I'm never going to shit on anybody for that at all. I got a job in healthcare analytics, good pay too. Well, good, man. Good. I'm happy for you. I really am. I hope you lose our bet. But I'm happy for you, man. Congratulations on your graduation. That's a big deal. Are you the first person in your family to graduate college? I don't mean that in a negative way, by the way. There's a lot of people, first in their family go to college or something. That's awesome, dude. My daughter starts at Louisville this fall. Hey, congratulations, man. It's your fault that we're going to penalty kicks. Why is it my fault? I wasn't rooting for penalty kicks. I just needed 2 goals to be scored in the second half, and 2 goals got scored. Would have been just as fine with me if the same team scored both and won the game. We got about a minute to go, though. One minute to go plus stoppage time, then we're headed to penalty kicks. Which is good because I got to pee soon. Isn't it funny, though, how differently these teams play late in the game than they play in the beginning? Like in the beginning, it's very safe. Like they don't want to make a mistake. A lot of defense, not very much offense. And then the closer it gets to the end of the game, the more wide open they get. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All my other siblings graduated. One went to Bama. The other went to Samford. My father was the first to graduate in his family, though. Well, man, good for y'all, man. That's great. I'll never understand there's a sentiment and I think it's politically based, kind of, which is sad, that somehow getting a higher education has become a bad thing in some people's eyes. Like, oh, you went to some, like every college is some sort of like liberal brainwash machine or something. And there's like this negative connotation now. There is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong with educating yourself, whether it's through a college degree, whether it's through reading books in your spare time, whether it's through whatever. There is not a scenario where educating yourself is a negative. I just refuse to believe that. And I'm not the most educated person on the planet at all. Uh-oh. Morocco with a chance, or Netherlands with a chance. Knocked away by Morocco, though, and out of bounds. And that's probably going to be it. That is probably going to be it. No offense, Texas man, but it's kind of true. Don't let your kids be a pilot unless they absolutely love planes. It's brutal, and you're broke until you retire. I always thought pilots made good money. I don't know. I mean, I don't know any pilots other than you, but I kind of always thought pilots made good money. Maybe it's commercial pilots. I don't know. I always thought pilots did pretty good. All right, we're headed to penalty kicks. I've got to pee. I will be right back. Here we go. All right, here we go. Penalty kicks coming up. The Netherlands will be up first. I got Gators fan 26-27. I got you, and I wrote it down on the North Dakota State under 9.5. So we're good to go. Here comes the first penalty kick. If you don't know how this works, each team gets 5 penalty kicks. Whoever makes the most wins. If it's tied after 5, you go to sudden death 1 versus 1. Here we go. It's good. The Netherlands scores on their first PK. They're 1 for 1. Lou, I'm taking LA money line in the over again tomorrow. Right now it's 8-3 LA in the 7th. Oh, you're good then. Best way to survive a plane crash, don't get on a plane. I fly all the time. I mean, yeah, if something happens, I'll probably die. But, I mean, you can't live your life in fear that way. I swear Uncle Lou's one of the only dude who straight up own mean in sports debates. Well, I'm a professional, dude. I've been doing this a long time. Here comes Morocco trying to tie it up here. We're in penalty kicks. Netherlands went first, and it was good. They're 1 for 1. Morocco, first attempt right now. Here we go. No good. Off the top crossbar. Hit the top crossbar and bounced up. No good. Morocco 0 for 1. Netherlands 1 for 1. Headed to round 2. Ever since I saw snakes on a plane, I've been hesitant around flying. Next super chat. I'm down in what's left of this beer, and it's almost full too. And then I'll go get another one. Here come Netherlands, round 2. They're 1 for 1. No good. Off the sidebar. Netherlands, no good. Off the sidebar. Netherlands, 1 for 2. Morocco, 0 for 1. Their second kick coming up. People afraid of flying. Are you afraid of driving your car? Here comes Morocco, round 2. They are 0 for 1. Netherlands is 1 for 2. Here we go. He's lined up and ready to go, waiting on the whistle. There we go. Here comes the kick. Save. No, it goes in. Wow, the keeper should have saved that. It got away from him. He blocked it, but it rolled underneath him and across the line. Wow, you won't see a closer one than that. You will not see a closer one than that. Wow. Should have saved it. Guessed right. Hit it with his leg. Blocked it with his arms. It fell to the ground and bounced off his leg and in. Each team 1 for 2. Headed to round 3 now. Yeah, these games have been wild. Really wild. Here we go, round 3. Both teams 1 for 2. Netherlands lined up. Here comes the kick. It's good. Top left corner. Goalie guessed the right direction, but too low. In the Netherlands, 2 for 3 now. Morocco up next. They're 1 for 2. No idea how true your statement is, especially in Chattanooga. I like Chattanooga. Don't talk no shit about... I love the nougat. All right, here we go. Morocco, 1 for 2. Kicking in round 3. Here's the kick. Nails it. Both teams 2 for 3 through 3 rounds. We are headed to round 4. Netherlands up now. Round 4. Both teams are 2 for 3. Yeah, literally down to the wire. You're right, Shuey. Literally. Down to the wire. Wow, he yanked it way wide left. No good. I mean, that wasn't even close. Way wide left. Not even close. Not even close. Netherlands 2 for 4. Morocco 2 for 3. Morocco's up now, round 4. This would put them ahead if they make it. This would put them ahead if they make it. Update the score? No, the score is not going to update on ESPN because we're in penalty kicks. It's not going to update. The score is still 1-1. That is the right score. We're in penalty kicks. Morocco misses now. Off the sidebar. Through 4 rounds, each team is 2 for 4. Round 5, last round. If it's tied after the 5th round, they go to sudden death 1v1. Netherlands coming up, round 5. We are all tied heading into the 5th PK. Saved. Wow. 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 What a save. If Morocco makes the next kick, they win and the Netherlands are out. Wow. What a save. What a save. Morocco with a chance to win it here. Final kick of the 5th round. Tied at 2. Here we go. If he makes it, Morocco is through to the round of 16. Lined up. Here he comes. Nails it. Morocco beats the Netherlands. Wow. Wow. 2 upsets tonight. Paraguay beat Germany, and Morocco beat the Netherlands. 2 massive upsets. Well, this one's not a huge upset. The Paraguay was a big upset. This one is a slight upset, not nearly as big. Morocco is really good. Wow, what a game. Wow. What a fucking game. Shout out Morocco, man. What a game. What a game. What a game. What a game, y'all. Europe is just not a serious continent. Yeah, Europe in a bad way, man. Germany lose. Now the Netherlands lose. Fuck. Who plays tomorrow from Germany? Who's losing tomorrow from Germany? Let's see. Ivory Coast and Norway. Any chance Ivory Coast beats Norway? I'm saying no. I don't think so. I think Europe will get a win there. France versus Sweden. Europe's guaranteed to get a win. Those are both European teams. And then the third game tomorrow is Mexico-Ecuador. Two Mexican teams there. That's two different versions of Mexican there. Lou, you're going to play that video after the game? What video? Germany probably should have to start calling it soccer. Europe isn't a country? No, they're not. They're still down bad. What video was it again? I remember that, but what video was it? Oh, 2024 halftime Florida video somebody asked about. Yeah, I don't even remember that. Let me see if I can find it. Uncle Lou, Florida halftime. I can't find it. 2024. I can't find it. Ivory Coast is good, Lou. And my birthday is Sunday. Georgia versus Florida halftime 2024. Let me I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find this or not. Let me see if I can find it. Georgia versus Florida halftime 2024. It's going to take me a second. I mean, I can find it this way. This is a harder way to find it. It's just going to take me a second. I got to scroll through a lot of videos here. All right, we're close here. We're close. Is this it? This might be it. Yeah, here we go. This is it. Somebody requested this video earlier. This is the video I made during halftime of the 2024 Georgia versus Florida game. I don't even really remember. Let me put my headphones on so I can hear. I don't even remember this video. Somebody requested this earlier, though. Let's see. All right, before I start yelling and screaming here, because, yeah, I am an asshole, but I'm being serious here to the Florida fans. I feel absolutely terrible about the injury to DJ Lagway. I don't think Florida's a great team or a great program, and, you know, I don't think Billy Napier's a very good coach and all that kind of stuff, but Florida's been down for a lot of years now, and even though they're not a great team. How about the pile of shit sign that's on the wall where the Florida State helmet is supposed to be? Okay, video. Team this year, Lagway at QB, having a quarterback like that can give a fan base, you know, a lot of hope. At least you have like something to look forward to down the road, you know. And to see him go down like that, the non-contact injury, I haven't. I watched the games on mute, so I haven't heard really any description of the injury. Obviously, he grabbed his hamstring as soon as he went down, the back of his leg there. So I'm assuming it's a hamstring. He was down for a long time, and they had to bring the cart out and all that. And I don't like to see anybody get injured. You know, Georgia and Florida are bitter rivals, and we go back and forth on here year-round, not just me and Florida fans, but just all of us at the college football community with the trash talking. But this is, I honestly, nobody wants to see that. And especially the Florida fans that have been around here for years, even the down years, you know, you still come around, you still pull for your team, all that kind of thing. I mean, I really don't even know what to say. That's terrible. And of course, the reason he's starting, or the primary reason he's starting, is because Mertz is already out. So you're down to your third string, this Werner. I don't know much about him. If you're a Florida fan watching this video, you know way more about the guy Werner than I do. But you know, nobody wants to see that. So I before I got on here and started doing any yelling or screaming or anything for the halftime video, I wanted to be serious for a second. And those of you that have been around here for a while, no, the trash talking is one thing, but at the end of the day, these are football players, and I don't want to see anybody get hurt, period. And especially in this case, yes, again, I don't think even Florida fans think Florida's a great team. It's not about that. It's what Lagway kind of represented to the Florida fans who have just not had a lot to cheer about the last few years. So to see him go down is just terrible. So that's it for that. Great Florida, when the Florida people came out there. But anyway, so 34 seconds to go until halftime. Florida's up 10-6. I don't know if Florida's going to try to do anything here at the end of the first half. They get the ball to start. Well, there's a big gain on the ground across midfield. So Florida, at the very least, is probably going to get a field goal opportunity here at the end of the first half. We'll see. We'll see. I'm done with Carson Beck. I can't. What am I supposed to do or say about a quarterback like this? The guy's got, what does he have? Something like, he's got 8 or 9 interceptions in the last like 5 games. I don't know what's going on with him. It's not my job to know what's going on with him. It's my job to watch the games and see what I see. And what I see is Carson Beck is fucking terrible. That's what I see. But I don't know what he sees. Some of the throws he makes, I have to ask, is he blind? You know, he's got that whole Batman eye black shit everywhere for no reason. I don't know if he thinks it looks cool. I don't know if it's getting in his eyes and he can't see. Florida inside the Georgia 45 to about the 43, 18 seconds to go till halftime. He's terrible. 4 interceptions against Alabama, plus a fumble against Bama, plus he took a safety in the end zone against Bama. That's 5 Carson Beck turnovers in one game against Bama, a game we lost, by the way. 3 turnovers on the road at Texas, and I'll go to my grave not knowing how anybody can beat a top 5 team on the road when your quarterback throws 3 interceptions, but Georgia did it, and so that kind of got glossed over. Not by me. I've been mentioning it every day since the Texas game. You can't turn the ball over. He comes out here, throws interceptions on back-to-back possessions, and one of them in particular is there was 3 Florida guys in a triangle. I'm like, what are you doing? I was Carson Beck's biggest fan in the offseason. He had a great year last year as a first-year starter. He's been there forever. He's been there since 2020. It's his 5th year. But last year was his first year as a starter, and he played well. He didn't have this turnover problem last year. He had 8 interceptions all of last year. He's got like fucking 10 now. We're just now in November. He's not any good. And on top of that, and here's the problem. I don't know how much of a problem it is or if anyone cares. I care.
It's to the point now with me with Carson Beck where there's no coming back. He's now on the Jake Fromm, Stetson Bennett list. I don't give a fuck what he does. I'm just going to come on here every week and say he's fucking terrible. That's it. That's it. Sorry. That's what I'm doing. He's a trash can. He's not any good. He can't move. And the goofy fucking look on his goddamn face all the time. I could overlook that when he was busy throwing for 350 yards and winning games. I can't overlook that shit anymore. He looks fucking lost. He looks like an orphan that nobody picked. He's sad and moping around all the goddamn time. A fucking mouthful of teeth. Eyes that are way too far apart. I'm just had it up to fucking here with fucking Carson Beck. Now, it doesn't matter. We don't bench quarterbacks. Now, if you play any other position and you so much as step in the wrong direction, your ass is out. But the quarterback, we'll go to our grave with this quarterback, and that's where Georgia's headed for this season with this type of quarterback play. Georgia will most likely come back and win this game. Why? They're a way better team overall than Florida. Florida's now down to their third string quarterback. Who in the fuck is going to be happy about what they see out of Georgia in this game after what you just saw in the first half? I told you, I've been telling you for 2 weeks, I'll tell you again now, Georgia season's going to end with a Carson Beck interception. Or Carson Beck hoisting a national trophy. But that ain't going to fucking happen. This guy cannot throw the ball to his own goddamn team. It is mind-boggling. 10 seconds to go now. Florida looks like they are just within field goal range. They're going to spike the ball here.
At Grainger, we have over 1 million products.
Be about a 52-yard field goal attempt for Florida at the end of the first half. They're up 4, 10-6. Defensively, Georgia's played well. They had the one breakdown right after a Carson Beck interception, go figure, where Malachi Starks got sucked up inside on a play-action pass and they hit a big one over the top. That's on Malachi. He's a third-year starter and All-American. You can't make that mistake, Malachi. You can't do that. But all of Florida's points, their touchdown and their field goal, came off of 2 Carson Beck fucking turnovers. Now, a field goal off of one and a touchdown off the other. This would be Florida's first points if they make this field goal that they didn't get off of a Georgia turnover. And let's see if they can make it. It looks like it's going to be good. It is good. 13-6. Florida's going to take a 1-touchdown lead into the half. There's 3 seconds to go. Carson Beck's going to be the quarterback today, tomorrow, and forever. It's just not going to change. We go Gunnar Stockton, Jaden Rashad. We all know we've seen this movie before. Kirby's not changing quarterback, so we can get over that. I don't know what the answer is with Carson Beck. I just know what I see when I watch the game, and he's not any good. Forget the interceptions. This game, Georgia should have been up 7-0 on the first drive of the game. He overthrew Cash Jones out of the backfield on a wheel route down the sideline, had the linebacker beat by 3 yards. He would have walked into the fucking end zone. Carson Beck sails it over his head again. This guy's been in college 5 fucking years. He can't hit the deep ball. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Not Jaden Rashad. DJ Lagway, after that Carson Beck interception, they come out. Perfect fucking deep ball. I mean, you couldn't have walked down the field and placed it in the Florida wide receiver's hands any better. Carson Beck can't do it. He looks lost, scared, nervous, confused. He looks like... Look. If I wasn't a Georgia fan, I would have been making fun of Carson Beck for a lot of shit a long time ago. But the guy... I don't know. Like I said, it's to the point, this is bad. I don't like being this way. It's to the point now where I've reached the point of no return. I can't. Carson Beck is terrible. He's terrible. He looks weird. He looks confused. He looks lost. He looks like he doesn't want to be out there. He's moping around. He's sitting on the bench like this and no one's sitting next to him. No one will come talk to him. I don't know what his fucking problem is. But being goofy and throwing interceptions ain't a recipe for success. Dumbass. So I don't know. And you know what my biggest fear is? Somebody brought this up in the chat earlier during the Patreon stream. Remember way back in the offseason when people were saying Carson Beck would be the first pick in next year's draft? Well, obviously that's down the toilet. Well, this motherfucker might not get drafted at all. Well, guess what? Thanks to our good buddy COVID, Carson Beck's got another year of eligibility. This is just 5th year, but because he came on in 2020, he gets an extra year. So he gets a redshirt year, which they already used, And he can tack a COVID year on the end if he wants to. We might be stuck with this motherfucker again. Halftime 13-6, Florida up over Georgia. Georgia's complete fucking dog shit, and they're going to drive me to an early goddamn grave. And, you know, losing to Alabama or something on the road there is one thing. I'm not happy about it, but, it's, you know, fucking Alabama. They beat us like it's their fucking hobby. That's just what they do. They beat us and they win Outback Bowls. At least that's what they're doing this year, Alabama. But this is the shit here that drives me up the fucking wall. Bad fucking teams. You come out, you drag ass up and down the field for one half. This Carson Beck is fucking terrible. I can't wait for the dumbasses in the comment section, too, to start blaming Bobo. Good God, you people are about goddamn brain dead. People make fun of Carson Beck saying it looks like he has fetal alcohol syndrome. You've got adult alcohol syndrome if you think blaming Bobo for this shit. Ah, damn, y'all are dumb. And Carson Beck's fucking garbage.
Yeah, that was okay. I wouldn't put that. I don't think I would put that even in my top 10. But somebody earlier said that was their favorite Uncle Lou video. I don't know if I would even put that in my top 10 though. We obviously came back and won that game because all we do is beat Florida. I mean, we beat Florida in our sleep, but I don't even know if I would put that top 10. I can find a lot. There's a lot more halftime meltdowns. You know what a good one is? You remember was it 2019? Was it 2019 when Georgia lost to LSU? And I had a corn dog box and I beat it. Let me see if I can find that one. That's a good one. That's a serious Uncle Lou meltdown there.
Hey!
Yeah, I can tell already. So this is from 2018. Here we go. This is good. You can tell from the very beginning how good it is.
Hey! Attention! All from bots. Report to the Uncle Lou comment section and please try to talk me down off the ledge again about how Fromm is the greatest quarterback in history. This guy can't complete a damn pass. Now listen, I was all over Jake Fromm the last 3 or 4 games of last year when he looked like a good quarterback. He's been absolutely garbage this entire freaking year. Open your eyes, people. What more do you need to see?
He is right, yes. 2 big plays, a 50-yard pass and a 43-yard
I'm at the end of my damn rope. Every week. Complete garbage in the first half.
Whose stock is up and whose is down in the SEC after this word from your local station.
It's going to catch a new episode of Happy Together on CBS.
I don't even, I mean, yeah, it bothers me that we're losing, but again, the first half, no offense, period. I don't understand it. Oh, he completed a couple of passes on that last drive, though. Yay! He started out 2 for 12! Hey, thanks for sending Justin Fields in the game for 1 play so he can hand the ball off again! You know, the defense is playing good, okay? Give up 16, points, whatever it is. They've been on the field the entire freaking game. We had 3 series of 3 and outs in a row. before this last series, when we get 1 first down and then punt? And can we get a punter? This guy punts it out of bounds every time. And that's bad. Listen.
To give back to the brave men and women.
It's about to knock something over.
Kids going to donate 500.
If we're going to go 3 and out on 80% of our possessions, we better find a punter.
TurleyCamNugent.com to enter. And 2 people.
What am I supposed to say about Jake Fromm? Listen, check my videos in the offseason. I didn't want to hear about Justin Fields. I was all aboard the Fromm train. The guy is terrible. He's terrible. He overthrows a wide-open Miko Hardman in the first quarter for 7 points. Gone. Terry Godwin, wide open in the end zone. He doesn't even look at him, throws the ball out of the end zone on the other side. I mean, there's terrible pass after terrible pass, bad decision after bad decision. Holding on to the ball too long, gets flustered, can't run around, can't move in the pocket, can't progress through his reads, stares down receivers. I already know I'm going to regret this video. Go ahead, Georgia fans. I'm not a real fan. Whee!
That was good, wasn't it?
Excuse me, you're hot.
Oh, that was it? I'm not a real fan. Oh, boy. Oh, here we go. Here you go.
Do this video in 2 parts, okay? I mean, it's all going to be one video, but for the yelling and the screaming part and all, or whatever, hearing me get mad, whatever, that'll be the second half of the video. First half of the video, congratulations to all the LSU fans.
Let's fast forward to the screaming and yelling.
And one of those things, but again, y'all is probably the worst starting quarterback. Brian Maurer or whatever his name is, change your mind. If you don't know about the same time, pressure on Burrow, but he was able to escape, scramble, run, and pick up a first down. How many times did that happen? 10? 12? Fromm can't do that. He is the least, forget dual threat. Joe Burrow's not a dual threat quarterback. So this isn't a thing where I'm trying to say you have to have a dual threat quarterback. Joe Burrow's not dual threat, but he's mobile. He's athletic. He can escape a pass rush. Fromm has cement feet. The dude cannot move at all. All of those plays today where Joe Burrow was under pressure and spun out of the way, eluded a pass rusher and ran for 8 or 9 yards on it if it was 3rd and 7, or ran for 12 yards if it was 3rd or 10. Every one of those plays that Burrow's made that resulted in a first down for LSU would have been a 15-yard sack for Georgia. That's just what Fromm is. Do we have a roster full of super elite junior and senior NFL wide receivers? No. Breaking news, though. This is college football. You only have players for 3 or 4 years at a time. You're never going to have a roster where every single player on your offense is a senior and headed to the NFL the following year. That's just never going to happen. You have to have a few playmakers at key positions, and then you have to have players.
Where's the yelling and screaming?
You can argue till the cows come home. Did you not watch the first 2 quarters of the game, the first 3 quarters of the game? He was terrible today. Okay?
I don't like that. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, here we go.
Hey, congratulations! Congrats! Kirby Smart improves to 0-3 against the SEC West on the road. So first off, all the Georgia fans that laughed at Uncle Lou for the last 6 months when I said if Georgia loses a game this year, it'll be on the road at LSU. Keep laughing while we continue getting embarrassed and humiliated every time we play a freaking SEC West team on the road. Ole Miss in 16, the Barn in 17, and now the Corn Dogs absolutely stomped a mud hole. Now, part 2. Congrats to the Corn Dog fans. if you are a corn dog fan who has been in the Uncle Lou comment section prior to 3:30 today, then salute to you. Hell of a game. You guys dominated us. You beat us up front. You beat us on the back end. You beat us in the middle. Hey, we won the coin toss, and that was the last damn thing LSU lost all day. So congratulations to all the corn dog fans who have been in the comment section prior to 3:30 today. To the rest of the corn dog fans and any South Carolina fans, Tennessee fans, any other fan that wants to come out of the woodwork now, suck it!
They're pressing. They're pressing. Oh!
Hold on.
What number was I on? C. Third. Kirby Smart. What are you doing? Georgia got outcoached. Fake field goal. Okay, first of all, I'm not against the idea of a fake field goal, especially early on the road to try to take some momentum or quiet a home crowd or something like that. I'm not against the idea of that in general, but on 4th and 9? You let the field goal kicker run a sweep on 4th and 9. Terrible coaching decision. The quarterback situation. I have to choose my words carefully here. No, screw it. No, I don't. Jake Fromm today was the worst player on our team, and it wasn't close. He was terrible. He can't read a defense. He can't throw. He won't throw unless a receiver is wide open. Then he won't even attempt to make the throw. Any pressure, he folds like a dollar store lawn chair. He's got cinder blocks for feet. He looks nervous. He looks unprepared. He looks shook. He looks unsure of himself. He looks like he's second-guessing himself constantly. He decides who he's throwing the ball to before the ball is snapped. Listen, I could go on and on and on. And I'm not here to say I was right or wrong about Fromm, because I was 100% Fromm all offseason and into a couple of games during this season too. And some tendencies and some things just started to show up with him in first halves of games. And I've just been saying this guy's just not the same quarterback he was last year. He was the worst player on our team today, and it was not even close. Some people crying about our defense. Listen. How many times we go 3 and out in the first and second half there? And at one point, we went 3 and out 3 times in a row. I mean, the defense was on the field for 40 plays in the first half and gave up 16 points. That's not too bad. At one point, Jake Fromm throws an interception. LSU starts off their drive on our own 25-yard line. We hold them to a field goal. I mean, they gain next to nothing. They kick a field goal thanks to the interception. You got people crying about the Georgia defense. Did the defense play great? No, and hats off to LSU's offense. No, they played better than we did, but this you can't put this on the defense. This is on coaching, Kirby Smart, and Jake Fromm, period. Now, about Justin Fields. I don't know if Justin Fields can throw the ball. You know why? We won't let him because we're retarded. We have to be retarded. All these games, these first 6 games, when we're up by 20, 30, 40 damn points in the second half, and either Fromm's in the game or they send Fields in and let him hand the ball off to white running backs and walk-ons and 4-stringers 30 and 40 times, and I'm sitting there saying, let this guy throw the damn ball. And I'm spitting everywhere. And they don't. They send him in, and oh my God. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta relax a second here. They send him in the first time today. They send him in. He goes in for one play. He comes right back out. We rinse and repeat that dumbass recipe multiple times throughout the game. Halftime, I said they're going to send Justin Fields out after halftime. This Jake Fromm is absolutely terrible. He was like 5 for 16 in the first half, completing 28% of his passes for no yards. The guy's pitiful today. He looks lost. He's terrible. They're going to send Fields in. Nope. Send Fromm back out. They send Fields in one play, send him back out again. Then we get a possession in the fourth quarter when Georgia was still in the game. Miko had a great punt return to like the LSU 45 or 40. A great opportunity. A field goal at that point would have put us within 7 points. 7 points. We get the ball. Fromm comes in, does nothing per the norm, per usual. They send Fields in for one play in which he hands it off to a running back. They take him back out, send Fromm back in. Literally changing the quarterback every single play. First down Fromm, second down Fields, third down Fromm. Out trots Fromm's happy ass. He comes out, drops back, looks around for 45 minutes like he sits back there in the pocket like he's on vacation. Looks around for 45 minutes, runs backwards 12 yards, and takes his 111th sack of the freaking day, putting us out of field goal range and having to punt, which our punter is the worst in America. The field is 52 yards wide. This guy can't kick it between the white lines. Every kick is out of bounds, for Christ's sake, with this guy. I don't understand. You got freshman offensive linemen who are starting over junior and senior offensive linemen. You got freshmen on the defensive line. You've got a freshman corner in Tyson Campbell that starts. His backup is a redshirt freshman, Stokes. You've got freshman running backs, James Cook, that's constantly in the game. You've got freshmen at every damn position. And we can't put Justin Fields in the god dang game. The #1 high school recruit in America, the highest rated recruit the University of Georgia has ever signed, gets sent in for one play a quarter to hand the damn ball off. So congratulations, corn dogs, for putting me and the rest of the Georgia fans out of our friggin' misery for this year. Because if Kirby Smart's going to be this damn hard-headed to not make a change at quarterback in this game, then it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. This game was over at halftime if Fromm was going to play. Should have sent Fields in, let him play the second half, get him some experience, and then we got a bye week next week. You could have took 2 weeks to get Fields prepared to start against Florida. But you didn't do that. So, that tells me Florida game's going to be more of the same. More of the same. That's what that tells me. And I don't need this fan anymore either. It's wintertime. Have a great
I forgot about breaking the fan at the end. I completely forgot about that. I forgot I broke the fan at the end. Part of me wants to, I tell y'all this all the time, part of me wants Georgia to get bad again because those videos are very popular. The videos where Georgia sucks and I'm just ranting and raving about how terrible they are, those videos get massive views, but unfortunately for me, Georgia keeps winning a bunch of games every year. So, what are you going to do? Nothing you can do, not really. Nothing you can do. Damn, it's 12:30 already. Oh, yeah, when the guy said Georgia and Missouri was a rivalry. Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, that was bad, too. And in the car video, the only one I can think of is the Georgia-Bama video from 2015, but I feel like everybody's seen that a million fucking times. Lou, name Georgia OT game, please. What? The national championship game for 2017? I don't know if I have a video from that. It's a live stream, I think. That's where I drank the Coke.
Field goal kicker back out there. I mean, this possession right
This is the 2017 national championship game where Georgia lost to Bama in overtime.
here could be the game. Either they're going to score and win it, or they're probably going to go for it on fourth down and lose it. One of those two things. They're either going to score or they're going to go for it on fourth down, and that's going to be it.
Dancing around. Circling back.
Oh, they're screwed. They're screwed 7 ways from Sunday. See, now the announcers have talked all game about these freshman quarterbacks, right? And now you've seen each freshman quarterback here make a huge boo-boo. I mean, you just can't do this in overtime. You cannot do that in overtime, especially when you're Alabama and you can't make extra points. So you got, all right, we got no big plays here now. No big plays here.
Make up for it. Fire to the end zone. Touchdown! Alabama wins!
I need a Zevo.
Zevo is 5.
This is pure misery right here. Pure misery.
Second into how in the hell? Oh my God.
True freshman. The true freshman. Breaks. Georgia Hurts. Nick Saban. Back on the summit.
Second and 26. How do you let a man behind you? My God, man.
In 9 years. How fitting, Chris. And a night when we've talked so much about freshmen, it's true freshmen.
This is brutal.
Freshmen to win the game.
This is brutal to watch.
A 41-yarder after the sack, delivering the victory in overtime to Alabama. The Tom Rinaldi. Chris, Nick, you just said it's up. Ask him a question. Was that a good game or what? How do you describe what you just coached through?
How do you let a man behind you on second and 26?
Tua did a great job, gave us a little spark. Defense picked it up to overcome the adversity of missing a field goal in regular, then go and win the game in overtime. A great football game. You got to give Georgia a lot of credit. They really played well in the game. But I'm so proud of our players for the way they come back in the game after the first half we played was not very good. What led to the decision, and what did you tell Tua? Well, I just thought we had to throw the ball in the game, and I thought he could do it better. And he did. He did a good job. He made some plays in the passing game. So, hey, it's just a great win, man. I'm so happy for Alabama fans. Great for our players. Unbelievable. After what happened last year, losing with 1 second to go, the mantra all season was finish. How did you coach your team to do that tonight? What spirit did they show you today? Well, I told them in the beginning, I said, look, All we got to do is execute. We make so many mistakes in the first half.
How do you let a man behind you on 2nd and 26?
Just go have poise and focus, execute like we do all the time. That's who we are. We'll have a chance to get back in this game, and the players believed it and came back and did a great job. Your 6th national championship. You tied Bear Bryant for most in the poll era. Take a second and hear that. What does that mean to you? You know, right now, I'm just happy for all these folks here. I'm happy for all these folks. I'm happy for our players. I don't care anything about that, to be honest with you. This was a great win for our players, and I've never been happier in my life. Never, never. Congratulations, Nick. Maria.
Thanks, Tom. So you have never started a game on the college level, and yet you get to start in the biggest game of your life. When did you find out that you were going in?
I mean, I found out when we were in the locker room. You know, coach brought the quarterbacks together, and he,
Fuck Tua.
you know, he made the statement.
Fuck him.
That,
Fucking pineapple.
Second half, and you know, we're going to rotate the quarterbacks. You know, see how things go. So we went from there.
What went through your mind when coach let you know you were about to play in a national championship game?
You know, my parents would be mad, but you know, excuse me. You know, first and foremost, I just like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You know, with him, all things are possible, and that's what happened tonight. You know, but I mean, it was a team effort tonight. You know, I mean, couldn't have been done without the defense getting us the ball back. You know, our O-line blocking, working their butts off to close our receivers. So it was just a great team.
2nd and 26.
You know, and they were the guys that made me look good.
It was nobody within 10 yards of that man.
Left, you knew you would have to one more time and try to win this game. I mean, what were you saying before you took the field again?
I mean, I didn't say anything. You know, it was just going back in, just taking a play at a time, and that's what happened.
Now that you're a national champion, as a true freshman, I mean, describe what it means for you in this moment.
You know, in this moment, I mean, it means the world. But at the same time, I mean, all glory goes to God. You know, I can't describe what He's done for me and my family. You know, who would have ever thought I would have been here? You know, right now. On this moment, so you know, I thank God for that, and you know, I just like to thank my teammates at Coach City for giving me the opportunity.
And describe what you saw on that final game-winning play.
They had split.
I thought I could get a new Coke bottle this year instead of this old one from 1980.
He tried to disguise his coverage. I tried to look him off. He stayed in the middle. Then I went back outside. It was cover 2 on their side, you know, but he stayed inside. So I mean, I took a shot downfield and he caught it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tom?
And this thing is welded on.
Jalen Hurts. Jalen, you've just been shaking your head. You've had that smile on your face. Your reaction when you found out Tua was going to start the second half, honestly.
To do his thing. You know, we have a lot of guys in the QB room that play really well. And he stepped in and did his thing. Did his thing for the team.
In every offensive huddle, you were right there next to him throughout the second half.
At least it's cold. It's been 20 degrees here for a week.
Ball. Play your game.
Hashtag
Stuff like this.
pray for Luke.
Stuff like this. You know, he has the impact, and I'm so happy for him, happy for this team.
What does it mean to you to be a national champion?
It's unbelievable. I dreamed about this.
Congratulations, Jalen. Chris.
Shows a lot of class because as a competitor, got to be bittersweet feelings. Meanwhile, CASHAPP had to shake off a 16-yard loss in the happiest play. That's like they're back at the 41-yard line, not in field goal range.
Right. How about him coming right to the ball? And you know, he mentioned how he moved the safety. This is a safety right here. Dominic Sanders moves into the middle of the field, gives him just enough. What you don't see is his head moves complete. Watch his eyes right here. His head is looking this way. He's trying to move the safeties more than he can. Because if he does, he knows that he has Smith streaking down the sidelines. The eyes move the safety just enough for him to get back to Smith and make the throw of the year.
That's a catch of the night for Smith. One of the such a prominent role. Really an incredible line. Talked about this one for as long as played, not just because of Saban's historic achievement downplay, but because of Tagovailoa from Hawaii to Tuscaloosa and coming off the bench and making that play. After Alabama had a chance to win it in regulation, Papanesto's cooking it. And I tell you what,
Second 26. Wee! Second 26. Wee! All right, there you go. That's hard to watch. That's hard to watch. I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out today. 2 live streams today. Did 2 World Cup games today. Don't forget, Patreon tomorrow. If you're not on Patreon, please consider it. It's half off right now. If you join during the month of June, it's half off. I'm going to post a link in the chat right now. That's the link to the Patreon. The code to get yourself half off is June 26. June 26. I'm going to be live tomorrow at 1 o'clock over on the Patreon page for Ivory Coast versus Norway. Patreon is the absolute best way to help support the show and the channel. If it were not for the Patreon page, and I tell the people on Patreon this all the time, but if it were not for the Patreon page, I would not be able to do this year round. I take the money I make on Patreon and I squirrel it away, and I use that this time of year to get myself by. I don't have a big enough channel really to support myself off of just what I make on YouTube. In terms of college football content, with college football being basically a 4-month season. So big shout out to everybody on Patreon. We have a really good time over there. We'll give some money away tomorrow, like we always do on the Patreon streams. 1 o'clock tomorrow over on Patreon. Ivory Coast versus Norway. If you want to hang out and watch another World Cup game, that's where we'll be. Please consider joining the Patreon if you haven't already. I love you guys. I had a great time tonight. Can't wait to do it again. Wednesday, we'll do the U.S. men's game here on YouTube. That should be a good one. United States versus Bosnia. But I love you guys, and I'll talk to you again soon. Have a good morning.